The Burning Path, roll stream. I'm RKDM. Today it is, in fact, New Year's Day here in New Zealand, the 1st of January 2026. Lissa here. Christina is in the past. She's on the other side of the world. We are, however, in the future. So how's that? Have with us today Barry Tahira. Over here, currently looks like a cat.
Good
Um,
evening, people.
but he is in fact playing Ren Talandaran upon this occasion. Below me here, you'll meet Tunnel Degrees, otherwise known as Avery. Um, and then last but not least, far from least, in fact, we have Lissa, played by Christina. So just to clear a few things up, last session, Barry Tahir was away. So these guys went to the elven capital of Hemeth Tirith in Tularathion, whereupon they met with the king, King Evran the usurper. They gave some gifts. They got given some gifts. Ren was not there, largely because, well, his player wasn't there, but also largely because his character, Ren, is kind of a fugitive in Tularathion, having escaped from the Sufferance prison some time ago now, with the assistance of his sister, Goodale, who defied her father and Ren's stepfather, Elandor Talandaran of House Talandaran, the supreme commander of the Black Guard. Because Ren used to be a Black Guard, you see, but he's had some adventures since then. What level are you guys now? 15, 16, 23?
16.
16, okay. So
But
quite a
we'll
few.
take 23 if you really want us to have it.
Well, as long as you write the rules for level 23, because I believe they kind of become incorporeal at level 20. So there we go. There we have it. Ren, these guys have left a few days back now. You have you probably still at Vane Gate at Iolanthra's Solanor Temple where Iolanthra is. You spend some time there, and then one night after these guys have left, you have this dream. And in this dream, you're lying on your bed in the room that you are, in fact, in. And it's quite a nice room because after they left, so the thing is, after they leave, Iolanthra actually pulls some strings and gets you a room up in her tower so she can spend some more time with you. And in a way that doesn't really seem too apparent to anyone. So nobody sort of goes, what the hell's going on there? So you end up with a room in her tower near her room so that she can spend more of that time objectively with you and getting to know each other a little bit. In any case, you have this dream. In the dream, you're in your room in this tower, and the balcony's window door thing is open, the archway's there, and curtains are blowing in the starlight breeze, and you can see three of the moons laid out across the horizon beyond the towers in the city of Vane Gate. And this kind of mist swirls in through the window, pours itself into a humanoid form and then begins to take shape. And as it does, you realize it is this what appears to be a high elven maiden in a beautiful silver gown with eyes that bend the starlight. And as she steps up closer to you, Ren, have you ever met Delvaraxis? Do you know?
No, I don't think so.
Were you in Highbrook with the team when they... No, you know what? You couldn't have been because they were breaking you out. So that wouldn't make any sense. So you would not have met her.
No.
Well, actually, Oh, okay. Ren, you recognize her because when you were in the Sufferance,
Yes.
every now and again you would see her on a barge, just floating around, checking out the
Okay.
prisoners. She wouldn't get very close or anything. She'd never said hello, but you would see this figure in the mist on their own barge floating through the labyrinth, the waters of the Sufferance. And that's the last time you saw this figure. And now she's in your room in this dream. She appears before you.
I
Um,
have
yep,
I have seen you before.
indeed, she says. Um, Now, this is the part where I find my prepared thing, which suddenly is almost impossible to find. Uh, uh, she says, "You walk a narrow path between what you were and what you were made to be, child of the blade. The stars remember your name. Little world has forgotten it. They have watched you die 1,000 small deaths in the sufferance, in the silence of your exile, in the shame your father cannot speak aloud. Yet you endure. That is why I come to you now." Her eyes are vast and argent, shimmer with distant sorrow. The city that you once called home rots beneath the crown of mirrors. The usurper's hand grows restless, his servants eager to sniff out ghosts. But in that corruption I see the faint gleam of destiny unbroken. Return to Hemoth Tirith, though its stones despise your name. There in the shadow of your house the fires of rebellion will either burn pure or consume you. Seek those who carry twilight in their hearts and do not walk alone. The fox still watches. The moons still wait. She lowers her head, and her breath becomes mist, coalescing into a shard of moonlight, a token of disguise and warding. This veil shall cloak your name for 3 nights' passage. But be warned, each lie has a heartbeat. Each heartbeat brings it closer to death. Should you draw the blade before the third dawn, it will know you, and the world will remember. The glamour will die in silver flame, and all masks will fall. Her tail coils like smoke, her wings folding around her like the vault of the heavens. Go now, Galandal Talandarin. Go as shadow and as promise. Not all who fall are lost to darkness, but some must fall to light the way. And as she fades, her final words echo faintly, half in the old tongue, half in prophecy. The moon, the moons shall wear another face, and the dragon shall weep silver rain. And then you wake up the following day. And so you immediately, I'm going to railroad you a little bit here. Book passage to Highbrook. Um, and so, as our companions sit in the tavern, because I believe you returned to the tavern at the end of the last session, um, did you get as far as the tavern? Because I remember Lissa she wanted to walk home, didn't she? Is that right? Did we do anything with that? I'm trying to remember. We didn't actually touch that.
She wanted to go to the tea house.
Oh, she wanted to go to the tea house. Okay. All right. Well, that makes it even easier then. Um, very nice. So as you're walking through the city at night on your way back to your lodgings, which are in the foreign district, um, you see the lights at the tea house, lanterns burning around the outside. The two of you, Tannel and Lissa, walking together. There's a few people wandering around. elves, men and women, traders, merchants, that sort of thing. It's getting late though, so they tend to be heading home at this point. And you are aware of a kind of, it's not exactly a curfew, but there is definitely a ban on magic being used openly. You're already aware of that, I'm fairly sure. And so you see the tea house lights are on, and I suppose then, Lissa, you head in that direction. All right.
Yes.
So out of game, Ren, you can be in the tea house. That solves a lot of issues.
Yes.
Cool. So you're sitting in there when they arrive, but they don't recognize you because you look like an elven knight from a faraway place. The far lands would make sense. In fact, you said earlier you were going to kind of copy yourself off of your father's styling. Is
Yeah.
that right? Off Landcale. Yeah, because that's who you're
Yeah.
pretending to be. You're in fact using that name, aren't you? Or you were
Yes.
thinking about it.
Landcale. Ariasis. What was the last bit?
Ildruin.
Eldron.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
I
you two
I
walk in and you see this very fancy looking knight.
I walk up to them with a deck of cards.
So he immediately gets up off the
Yeah.
chair. Okay. Alvin tarot cards.
Evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good to meet you two. I wonder if you could help me.
Oh,
Yes. If you could just take a little peek at my sidearm, my identity may just help you.
And so he opens his cloak a little to show them the hilt of his moonblade.
Yeah.
interesting.
I have been told that you may need my help.
I should be very curious about who told you that, but I suppose that can wait. What do you think? I just turned to Lissa.
A rather beautiful young woman with a tale, you might say. And I don't mean a tale to tell. And I think it is wise that I use my father's name. So if you would like to address me as so from here on in.
I see.
So incidentally, he looks like a high elf, not a
Eladrin?
one of you guys. Yeah, one of them filthy Eladrins.
Mm.
Does he? What do you think? Should he? Should he look like an Eladrin? I mean, it would be. It's going to draw a little bit of attention, but it does kind of explain some things like his name, his not being from around here, his armor, and everything else that he's.
It also gives him an excuse for approaching Sornel because.
Yeah, that seemed like the other thing. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with the Eladrin look then, Barry.
And could you guys call me by name, because then it will remind me.
Lankael, did you say?
Yes.
Landcale.
Yeah.
Russ, maybe you want to change his name on Zoom to remind us?
That's a good idea. Hmm.
Arias. Ildrun. Lankael Ariasis Ildrun. I know I don't look like myself, but this lady visitor, helped me with that little problem. Apparently it will last 3 days. So whatever we have to do here, we have to do within 3 days.
Good to know.
Though I do have a stepbrother that lives here,
Oh,
so we must be equally careful of him. Mind you, he is trustworthy. Last time I knew we still loved each other. And in some way, he helped my sister get me out of the sufferance.
good to know.
And of course, I'm dead.
You seem rather lively to me.
Oh, yes.
Very lively.
So do you guys sit down or do you take a table? What do you
Uh,
do?
well, I kind of imagined that he approached us at a table.
Yeah. No,
Why
I'm
don't you? Why
sitting
don't
down at
you?
the table.
Okay, so this was not as they just walked in the door then.
No.
I'm kind of imagining we walk in, sit down, and then he approaches us.
Okay,
Yeah. That's the way it went.
all right. Very good. Very good, very good. So a servant comes and serves you some wine and some cheese from,
Oh,
curiously enough, from Twaddle.
Hmm, not
that's
bad.
that's good quality cheese.
Well, the halflings know their.
Delicacies.
I was going to say food, but that works too.
So, has anybody got any idea why we're here?
I just turn and look at Lissa.
I come to visit a lady dragon friend.
Lady Dragon Friend. And of
So,
course,
and
at some
as she says that, Delvaraxis steps out from an archway at the back into the main part of the tea room. Begins crossing to you. Of course, she's not a silver dragon; she's an elf right now. So she approaches your table, and she appears more like a servant in this moment. And she gives a little curtsy and smiles, and she says, "Is there anything I can help you with? I see the three of you have met at last."
Hmm.
when you say the word at last, it sounds like you know who we are.
She blinks as she looks at you, Ren, and her eyes bend the starlight around them.
Well, perhaps you can help us with our situation. Why do you
Perhaps
think we're here?
you are all here for your own reasons, I imagine. It is not my place to prophesize. Fate has brought you here for a reason, I'm sure.
I can hardly believe that it is not your place to prophesy, but maybe to hint.
She pulls a curtain along the side of where the table is so that you're kind of closed off from the rest of the tea room. And because it's late, you hear the last couple of customers leave. And she sits down. As she sits down, she throws aside this whole pretense of being a servant. And actually, I think her costume rearranges itself, and she appears much more like a princess or a queen at this point. But she sits in any case, and she leans forward across the table a little bit towards you. And she says, "You are aware of the injustices upon this world. Are you not? Ren Talandaran.
Only too aware, my lady. Only too aware.
Thee who hath been detained within the sufferance, you of all know of the injustices of this world. And those that cause and bring this injustice, there are curses laid that must be lifted. What will you do? What is your cause?
My cause? The one you speak of is dead.
You carry the blade sorrow and return to Hemeth Tirith. This blade, I'm told. No, she doesn't say I'm told. She says, I recall a day when that blade was drawn before the court of Hemeth Tirith, and all elves therein fell upon the floor in deep sorrow and regret, unable to act or move, transfixed by the power of their own ghastly acts and those of their forebears, weighed upon them such that they presented no threat.
It has been suggested to me that I should challenge my stepfather. What think you of this idea?
You know my answer, Talandaran. False Talandaran. Justice must be served. Are you a servant of justice? Are you a tool of justice? A weapon?
To be honest, there was a time when I was servant of revenge, but that has left my soul, thanks to one who has been more like a sister and managed to soften my soul. But yes, I can be a tool of justice if indeed what I am supposed to do is achieve justice.
What is Lissa and Tannel doing, thinking?
She's just sitting there quietly listening.
Don't miss out on opportunities to roleplay your reactions.
Temple might be called a fool, but he knows there are conversations he shouldn't intrude on, especially when he doesn't know enough to really add anything of value. Not personally, at least.
Then, my lady, why do we endanger these two? They have nothing to do with what has been my life and my destiny, if that is the case.
They too have destiny, Talandaran. They too. And she doesn't call you Talandaran this time. She says Lankael, kind of jesting towards your cover story. She says, they too are on the quest to purge this world of its enemies. Are they not your allies? Have you not stood with them upon their quests?
I have, my lady. But should they have not been given the choice?
They
Or
have a choice. Do they not have a choice? You do not have to bring them. They may choose to offer. She looks at the other two.
At this point, Tannel will speak up. Ren, I feel the need to remind you that I have a certain patron who you have met that has a vested interests in the goings-on of Hemeth Tirith.
True, my friend. True indeed.
Your friend speaks it best. And as for Lissa, well, Lissa and I think, share an understanding. She checks into Lissa's mind to make sure that she's correct about that.
Yes, she is correct.
Okay, excellent. Tick.
Sorry
Paperwork.
about that.
That's all right. All right. So,
I do have a question.
please.
Out of game question.
Yep.
The dragon egg that we had gotten a while back. Is it possible to carry it in the bag of holding?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. There are dangers to putting things in bags of holding, but I'm going to say that because you are a dragon and you know things, you are aware that dragons' eggs, because they're partially inert and because they're so powerfully full of magic, they are somewhat immune to weirdness from bags of holding. Yeah, tiny,
Yeah,
strange fact.
it's just that we never established where the egg will went
Why?
to afterwards, or so I was thinking of doing something with the egg now.
Okay, yeah. Good.
But to speak to the three of you, to be honest, I know not where to go from here. What do I do? March up to my stepfather and say, hey, I want to challenge you.
Oh, Ren. Surely you know from the acts of your enemies in the past, the ones that you once traced and fought against. Surely you know the act must occur in such a way that it brings about the greatest transformation, not just to your enemy, but to society. You may need to rally this into a more public spectacle.
I
But
understand.
it should be important that the king sees the demise of his general. Perhaps the king needs to learn the taste of fear.
Does the general have to die?
Ren, I am not your conscience.
Fair enough. What is said is understood. Destiny has brought me this. Destiny will show me the right thing to do.
She looks over at Lissa. You seem anticipatory.
Yes, I have something I'd like to present to you, but in appropriate time.
Of course. Well then, I'm closing shop. Everyone is leaving. The You'll see the tea house will be open at appropriate times. If you don't see the lights, I'm not here. I like to light these lanterns in particular when I'm present. She stands up. I hope you enjoyed your tea.
We did. Thank you.
May I talk to you in private, please?
Of course. That was my intention. And she kind of gives the others the impression, hey, come on, fuck off, get out of here. I want to talk to my girl. Talk to my homegirl.
So we do.
All right. All right, so Lan, KL, and Tanel head outside onto the street, whereupon they can make perception checks. Lissa, you are in the tea house alone now with Dalvaraxis. Crikey, that's a 19 perception. I suppose that means I should roll for Ren. Better do that. So, Lissa, you're alone with Dalvaraxis, and she looks at you and she ushers you into a small private chamber made of stone in the center of the tea house, down some stairs. It's like a wine cellar, but then there's a vault at the end of the wine cellar with a room in it where there are like maps and books and a table and a fireplace and things. You wish to speak to me?
Yes, my lady. I have been thinking about how alone you've been these last several
Millennia.
millenniums. And I have something if you're willing.
She looks at you. That is most thoughtful of you. It has been that way. I'm not entirely alone, she says, kind of trying to make herself feel better about it. There are so many mortals here, all these elves, humans, and others. But like gadflies, they come and go. Less so
We are
with the
social,
elves.
but we are social creatures and we need our own kind.
It's true. Can I offer you anything?
No. I'll go into my bag of holding, do my little list, and pull out and present her the dragon egg.
She stands aghast. No, not in a bad way. Just shocked. Surprised. What is this?
This
Where?
little one is orphaned and it needs a mother.
I will take it. I will care for it.
Wonderful.
You have brought hope where there was little. This changes everything. There may
My pleasure.
There may yet be a future for our kind. She takes the egg and covers it up, and she gives you a kiss on your forehead and a hug.
Go back.
So I'm going to say she like gives you some scrolls and shares some draconic lore with you, the stuff that I haven't made up yet as of yet. But we can talk about it. Stuff from the Dragon Wars, the dragons and the giants, and ancient history stuff primarily. Accounts of things that you hadn't heard of or read about yet, and so sort of helping you catch up with the gaps in history. And she says you can borrow these for a while and then return them when you're done, perhaps copying them.
Thank you, my lady.
She curtsies.
You will let me know what you name this little one?
Of course I will.
When he hatches?
Is it a he?
I believe so.
Oh. Curious. Come, little one. Yes. Okay, so you do some draconic catching uppening. I don't know if you've got any other specific things, but in the meantime, Tanel got a 19 on a perception check, and Barry, you got a 20. So you both are aware of the sounds of marching boots and the approach of a unit of midnight black guards. You might call them the midnight guards. I don't know.
From memory, there's a curfew here, right?
Hmm.
I cast invisibility on the two of us.
Well, that's one spell that no one's going to see you doing, I guess. I guess they're not going to. They
Yeah.
might. I suppose they'll see you casting it. Maybe and these
Well,
guys are not going to
basically,
see.
it's,
You did
it's
that
like I just pull
before
him
they get
into an
there.
alley. I just like
Yeah.
look at him, look towards the boots, drag him into an alleyway, then cast it. Fine.
Cool. All right. Well, they go marching on past then. No problem. So that pretty much circumvented that encounter. Um, very well. So you and Ren are
I
standing in
like
the
it.
alleyway.
I like it. That was a good move, I have to say. When you deserve a compliment, Tannel, you deserve a compliment. That was
Uh,
cool, calm, and collective. Loved it. You should have been a black guard, you know.
Absolutely not. Um, no, I didn't really want to explain to them what two Eladrin were doing out at this time of night.
Good point. Good point. Excellent point.
I don't know.
I'm
What would you
glad.
think? What would you
I'm
think if you
glad
said?
we have you to do the thinking.
What was your plan?
My plan? Run like hell in the opposite direction. I
I'm glad
can't.
I'm the one that acted first then.
Yes. Yes.
You were a guard. Don't you know that the running is what attracts their attention more than anything else?
Hmm. I know a lot about them, I will admit. But sometimes, between you and I'm a bit rusty.
You hear this little voice come down from below you between a couple of old crates and barrels. That sounds tiring.
I pull,
Running.
I pull out my sword and point it in the direction of the woods.
There's a gnome. He appears to be a homeless gnome, um, and he's living inside of a box in an alley, trying not to be disturbed. He smells a little bit of alcohol, um, and he has
And
a
who the hell are you?
sour good. And who the
Are,
hell are you?
Who I am is none of your concern.
Oh, good, then I'll go back to sleep.
That's a good idea, Fargood.
Ah, mm,
Here, do you need my bottle to help you?
uh, 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 the black guards coming.
what was that?
Fargood,
What?
what did you
What
say?
did
Are they here? What? Huh?
They're not here yet, but what did you say about the Black Guards coming?
Are they coming? What?
You said they were.
They might have been.
No,
Are
they've
they coming
just,
Uh,
now?
they've
uh,
just gone, Fargood.
Oh, good.
Why, have you done something the blackguards should know about?
Oh, no, 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 please, sir. No, no. You can have everything. I didn't do anything. They did. Yeah. Don't want to talk about this.
you know something, don't you?
Like what?
Fargood, you know everything that goes on in the city, don't you? Quietly.
He sits up very proudly when you say that, as if like he's not had a compliment in a long time. Well, I know a few things.
Hmm. Such as?
Oh, did you know the reason there are seven moons is
Oh,
because
here, have a
oh,
bottle.
what? Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. The
Mm,
7 moons you were talking about?
yes, seven moons broken long ago after the Parkard stone came from the great beyond that split them. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know that one, but What's happening recently in the city? What's going on? Give me an up-to-date.
Oh,
Me and my friend here.
well,
It's the least you can do for that bottle.
I suppose. I'll tell you what I know. Oh, well, you see, there's the festival, and he starts going off about a bunch of things that are just sort of common knowledge things that have been going on. So some of them more or less you know or didn't know.
So
Nothing.
when does the festival take place?
He explains it. Um, one of the festivals, in fact, did I say last time that you were here during a festival? I think I did, didn't I?
That sounds familiar to me, because those halflings were putting on performances. I assumed that was part of this festival.
Right, yeah, that would be like it's like a 12-day feast or something that goes on, a 12-day festival. Um,
Does the
and
king make his appearance at the festival?
yeah, yeah, out of game, yes, Ren, you would know that he does. Yes. In
No,
fact,
that's what I'm asking you.
Ren, you are aware that the king not just makes an appearance during this particular festival, he rolls out an enormous, or carries out an enormous Annam strike and parades it around the city. Um, and everyone's like, wow, you have a lot of gold. And he's like, yes, yes, I do, and you'll have none of it. And then he puts it back in the vault. And it does that every year, basically, to show off. Um, and then they go on the Great Wild Hunt, and you are aware that the hunt has transformed over the years since he's been in power from this kind of spiritual undertaking.
They bastardized it, haven't they?
That's right. You might even remember some of that from a previous time when you.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So that's what you know. Mm.
Mm.
Um, while you think about that, Lissa, um,
Yes.
you wrap up your conversation with Dale Varaxis. Um, depending on how long you stick around, in fact, it doesn't really matter because she can just dilate time because she's that cool. You may even have a cup of coffee or tea with her before you leave and can have it sort of. From their perception, you were missing for 10 minutes. From your point of view, it might have been more like 3 hours, something like that. Yeah. So eventually you will come out. So you can enter the scene that they're in anytime you want to. So
Okay.
that cool? All right. So yes, the gnome. Yeah. You notice that he's got some scars and he looks pretty poorly. You've never seen a gnome looking so kind of poorly, to be fair. He's a far cry from Milmore Glass and his fancy coats.
Here you two are.
Oh, who's that?
A friend of ours. Don't worry.
Three of you out past curfew. You're asking for it.
You're also out past curfew.
I was only up because you had disturbed me. I was asleep 2 minutes ago.
Well, why don't you go back to sleep then, and we'll leave you be. Unless you do we really
Too
need to
late
be
now.
here?
You woke me up now, didn't you? I was going back to sleep when you woke me up for the second
I
time.
I can do something about that, but
You can? What have you
I
got
can.
there? You got some herbs in there. Oh, root of the blah 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 and da da da
Oh
da.
no, it's just a song I heard that is very effective.
Oh, I like songs. He sits up and
Uh,
looks at you.
is there anything else you need from him,
No,
Lantail?
no. I think I have all I need.
All right. Why don't you two get a little bit of space? I think you should be immune to it, but I don't know what effect it would have on Lissa. And funnily enough, I'm going to play the song I heard from the space where I found the egg.
Which I recall was an Astorian lullaby. Was
Yes.
it not?
That's what you forgot to ask.
Okay, so you guys are not standing in the radius of the kill zone, are you?
Well, Ren's an elf anyway, so magic can't put him to sleep.
Right. Well, your poor new friend, Fargud, he just collapses. He just starts snoring. It just takes like 2 seconds. He's out.
I put him back. I pick him up and put him back where he was.
Yeah, he was just sitting up in his bed,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have to
Okay.
go
Oh,
far.
if he's already there, all right. I just.
Yeah, he's still sitting half in his box, so
Does
Well,
he have a blanket?
he does have a blanket. It's not much of a blanket, but it's a raggedy piece of
If
crap.
he has anything too nice, obviously it will get stolen. But Soren just like digs around in his pack and like just tucks some travel rations in under the blanket.
well, like the man said, we should find some form of
Get a new
place to sleep.
perception check, please.
We have an inn.
Okay. We'll head for the inn.
Tannel 24. Ren got a 13. 29. Bloody hell. Okay. Tannel and Lissa, you see a figure at the other end of the alleyway come around the corner, stop, and call out, "Hey, what you doing? Curfew! Guards!"
Oh, lovely.
Oh, great.
Oh, at some point you were invisible, and then all of the other shit happened.
I kind of imagine we dropped invisibility when we started talking to him.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of.
Who are you? He starts walking down the alley towards you.
What race is this?
This is an elf. Full-sized male elf, has a sidearm, a weapon strapped to their hip. He's got his hand on the pommel, but he's not drawn it.
Mm.
He looks more like a mercantile type person to you.
I'm on my way to the inn.
Forgive me. We encountered this poor unfortunate, and my goddess does ask that I take care of those who are.
Oh, you're not
less,
thieving then.
No.
He looks you up
No.
and down now that he can actually see you a bit better.
Do I look like I would need to steal from someone this pitiful?
Oh, I see. My apologies. You lost. I can help you. You can call me Soren.
Tanil, we were about to make our way back to the inn, and
Which inn were you heading for?
at a game I can't remember. We did decide, but it was
Grumpsh's Folly.
Grumpsh's Folly. It's
Oh yes, I know. Of course, he tells you the way. Which you, of course, already know
thank you.
that, but he's just telling you because he thinks you don't know the way. Okay. As you're having this conversation, a group of guards come around the corner. What's all this then? One of them draws a sword.
A simple misunderstanding.
It's not a problem, my lord. We've resolved everything. You lot are out past curfew. Oh, well, I have a pass, he says, and he takes out a writ. And the others look across at you. Oh, and you don't need to worry about these lot. They're on their way back to the Grumpsh's Folly. Perhaps you can provide them with an escort. They look at you. Is that true?
We are staying at Grumps's Folly. I'm sorry, we are not familiar with the city, and we ended up being out much later than we anticipated.
You dressed like you about for some sort of show or something. What were you doing out this late?
I am a performer, and the tea here was so good we ended up staying later than we realized.
They look at each other. You make a persuasion check.
15?
All right. All right. Well, if you need any, in fact, he says, we're going to give you an escort.
Thank you, most kind.
I need to
Thank
stop
you.
playing high elf guards like fucking Veingate guards because they're very different. So anyway,
Are you sure that you have time? I mean, you clearly have responsibilities keeping the city safe.
just making a casual adjustment to his character and action. He says, "Let me take responsibility for my time."
Very well.
And they escort you back to the Grumpsh's Folly. Whereupon you enter, and the fire is still burning, and the bartender looks up at you And I collect my notes. That's not the thing I was looking for.
Isn't this great?
What?
Oh, no. Looking at something.
Mm. So, mist clings to the cobblestones of the foreign quarter. The narrow terraces hum with quiet life, soft elven flutes in the distance, laughter behind curtained windows, the faint toll of a temple bell. Then you see it, Grumsh's Folly, its wooden sign depicting the laughing orc god with a snapped spear swinging lazily in the chill wind inside. The light glows gold through the smoke of a blue witchfire hearth. Within, so you see the guy that owns the place. I don't know if you've got a name out of him yet, but he is in fact an elf. His name is Ithariel. You see the stable hand, a half orc. It's a bit dense. I believe you talked to him last time. There is a halfling from Twaddle who you spoke to last time too, who was a trader, I recall. Whose name I forgot, so I gave him a new name. His name is now Larkin. So just in case anyone wants to talk to Larkin, he has a name now. And you notice there's a half elf sitting in the corner drinking from a large cup of dark ale as you come in. And the innkeeper looks up at you. You're in a bit late. Forgive me. You're in a bit late.
Yes, we are, aren't we?
Mm. But these gentlemen were kind enough to guide us.
The black guards nod and they sort of tip their helms to the bartender and they leave. They say their goodbyes to you and wish you luck and well, and may the prayers of Coralon benefit you and your, line of children.
And if I knew any of them,
If you
I'm
knew any of them, you're not
I
denying them. You're just saying
I
if you knew them.
I am basically thanking the Dragon Lady or whoever that vision was for just saving my life.
I see.
Hmm.
Right. Well, they piss off in any case, and you wander in, and it's a bit quiet here in the tavern. It's late, so there's a couple of dwarves in the corner playing dragon chess badly. Um, they look very intent on beating each other, and they're sitting there silently staring and glowering across the table at one another. And then one of them moves, and then the other one grumbles, and he's like, "Ah!" He's thinking about his next move, and they look a little bit toasted. Could be why they're taking so long with every move. But there's no music currently.
Hurry up and do something, my friend. Watching these two play chess is painful.
I just look over to the innkeeper. You don't mind if I play a few songs?
As long as you're good.
I'm not bad.
Good! Good, you say?
He looks over at you, Ren. You obviously have some opinion on the matter.
Yes. Here's a gold piece.
A gold piece.
Yes, And you can put one down too, and I bet you he's going to be the best you've ever heard.
I'll take that bet, he says, looking you up and down, Tannel, and he puts a gold piece on the table.
No pressure, my friend, no pressure.
Honestly, why do I let you do this to me? I will see what I can do. And I make my way up, take out the nice but totally non-magical loot, and I start playing.
Performance check, please.
Don't get a 1.
It's a 25.
The bartender shakes. No, wait. Before we go down that road, what do you play? Actually, that's important.
I think he's kind of dredging his memory for elven songs, like the sort of like. Given the time of day, he's not going to play anything that's like super energetic. So he's probably playing some like really.
You're not going to play
like
the Asturian lullaby again.
No, that would be funny, but no, that would be trolling. And it would
And
also
that will
be
lose
like
me
if
my
every
gold piece.
yeah, no, he's like playing some like really ancient elven ballads.
Okay, cool. Ancient elven ballads. All right, and they're pretty moving, I expect, especially
Yeah,
at
that's probably
25.
like I imagine there's stuff, the ones that are kind of timeless, just like stories of the Seldarine.
So he pushes his gold coin across to you, Ren, tears in his eyes, and he says, "You did it! You did it! You've stunned me. You've shocked me. I've not heard such good music for, well, not since my son died." At which point you can, if you really want to, you can make an insight check to discover that, he loved his son, and whether or not his son was actually any good is entirely beside the point. But, you may or may not be interested in finding out such facts and details.
My good man, seeing my friend has brought you so much,
Joy.
so much joy. I tell you what, you can have the gold piece back.
I couldn't. I'm a man of my word. Man of my word.
No doubt, but I insist. You may have your gold piece back.
A halfling stands up. He says, "I'll take it."
Ren looks at him and gives him a stern look and says, "You're what?"
Oh, never mind. Sits back down again. Everybody kind of is looking at you guys now at this moment.
Okay. Now I shrink back into the smallest me I can be because I just broke the rule about not attracting attention, and I should know better than that.
Hilarious. In any case, so yeah, all right. The bartender reluctantly he takes your coins.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, fellows, ladies, gentlemen, last round on me, and we'll close shop for the night." And so the ale flows freely.
Okay.
Listen.
I go up to Thornell and I say, "That's why I do what I do every time." And he flicks the coin up, grabs it, walks away.
I asked why he did it to just talking to nobody in particular. I asked why he did it to me, not why he did it. He should get if he wants to pull those games, he should get up here and play.
But you're the best.
My point exactly, you hear from up the stairs.
Should start playing badly just to mess with him.
Don't do that, I'll have an empty pocket.
So who's the last person to go up the stairs at this point, going back to their room?
Probably me.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So, Tanel, are you alone? Well, the other two have left. All
Mm,
right. Most of the other members of the group that were in the tavern go off their separate ways, back to their
mm.
rooms, and so on and so forth, and it gets very quiet. The last person left in the tavern is this. There's the bartender, but he's packing away things at this point. In fact, he heads into the kitchen.
Yeah, I kind of imagine him just like putting the loot away properly and just finishing my drink, and just because I would have probably had a few drinks lined up on the table that I had to finish.
Right, right. Fair. Okay. From the shadows in the corner across the room from you, you see a movement, and you see that there is, in fact, still one last person here, who was the half elf I mentioned earlier,
Mm.
who's sitting in the shadows in his hood, just sort of leaning back into the darkness at his table. His hand reaches for his cup, and he leans forward into the light and takes a sip. And he looks across at you, and he says, "You and your friends are not from around here, are you?"
No, I'm from rather far away.
Gathered that. Although you seem very familiar with the place.
I have visited him at Tirith once before, briefly.
Not here for trade. Social
No,
engagements, is it?
I'm a bard. We wander around. It's part of our thing.
But you're not all bards, are you?
True.
Do they follow you like sycophants,
Who?
your companions?
No, in fact, this time I was rather invited to come along.
Ah. So who's the real draw card then? Is it your friend, the knight, or the woman, the silver hair and the eyes?
It wouldn't be any fun if I told you.
Reasonable. The Red Ravens send their regards.
Ah, good. I was worried you were from a certain farm.
I can sympathize. Often made mistake.
I can see why.
It is quite the thing to be presumed something you're not, based on the shape of your ears. You must understand that.
Oh, I certainly do. And it was not so much the ears, but more the manner in which you comport yourself.
Mm, mm. You're enjoying the festival.
It's not bad. The halfling performances are quite interesting.
Will you be attending the Wild Hunt?
At a game, what would I know about the Wild Hunt?
But some nobles get on their horses, run around the valley below the city, following a sort of pseudo mystic tradition, attempting to find a great giant stag to kill.
And is this a new thing that Evran invented, or is this an Evran's version, or the?
This is an ancient version, an
Mm.
ancient thing, but Evran's version, uh, you are aware that Evran has adapted it somewhat. It has become a lot less sacred and much more profane, and now it's more of a kind of a little picnic trip into the
Mm.
forest where you bring all your friends and there's lots of onlookers and watchers, and various noble princes get a chance to look tough while they fire arrows into the woods and such.
At defenseless animals.
Yeah, pretty much at defenseless animals. Yeah.
I much preferred the older version of the tradition.
Yes, I've heard that. A lot of people say that. The young, they don't know the difference. It's a shame. Well, never mind. Probably time for me to sleep. He smiles.
Yes.
My kind still need to sleep. Pats you on the shoulder as he goes past you and wanders up the stairs in his raggedy cloak.
And I will finish my drink and make my way up as well.
All right, very good. So everybody goes to sleep. Everybody, right, relatively speaking.
Semi-sleep.
Yeah, fair. 2 out of 3, in fact, don't sleep here, do you?
Yeah. No.
Fair enough. So Lissa sleeps.
I'm very uncomfortable in this place, so I don't sleep very well.
Technically, whether or not Lissa actually needs to sleep is a whole other question we haven't even thought about either. I don't know if dragons sleep. Do dragons need sleep?
I think dragons it doesn't say dragons don't need to sleep, so
I feel
think
like when they
catnap.
sleep, they well, yeah, they could catnap, but they also sleep for like thousands of years at a time. So they definitely do sleep sometimes, but I think probably they don't sleep every night. Or need to technically, but this is a bit of an exception because she's a player character that's made as a human, so she needs some constraints.
she's somewhere between. She's kind of in that gray area a little bit.
Yeah. Where if it's lore and flavor wise, we're happy to indulge. If it's stamping all over the campaign, then not so much.
No, we leave that up to you, Russell.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, how much did you say you had to drink?
I think maybe 2 or 3 drinks.
All right, very good. So you guys have a good night. I'm not going to do any poison checks. Everyone wakes up and their limbs are still attached when they finish their restings and their meditations, and so on, so forth. The first sun rises the following day. You hear the sounds of parades gathering, people marching, crowds gathering, animals passing through to the markets. Just because the festival's on doesn't mean everything else has to stop.
Well, obviously, all the people supplying, like all the inns and whatnot, have to keep working. The inns aren't going to just magically resupply themselves.
Right, exactly. So,
does anybody want to go to the hunt this morning?
I don't want to go, but I feel like I have this sensation at the back of my neck, like that something is going to happen, so it might be a good idea.
I
Not
don't know if that
particularly
figures.
interested. Oops, sorry.
No, don't say sorry, my lady. It's you were saying.
I say I'm not particularly interested in going to the hunt.
What
I
I'm
don't.
getting at is the fact that
perception checks.
I might need your backup.
Ren, you don't notice anything. Alyssa and Tannel, you're standing somewhat near the window. Either of you may.
What are you two looking at?
No, it's nothing that anyone stands out and goes, "Hey, that's a thing." It's just more of a case of the two of you notice that there's some kid on the street putting up posters on the fences and walls of buildings with some glue or some bucket of sticky something, water and flour or something probably.
Mm.
I see, as per always, everybody's paying attention to me. Wonderfully done. What are you two looking at?
Oh,
The
there's the
kid.
posters out there.
Oh,
I'm just kind of like staring at him. Can I get the gist of him from this distance?
The kid,
The poster.
the poster. You can make out an image of a knight on a horse. It's kind of surrealistic, high elven, kind of Art Nouveau kind of style.
Mm.
It's got some writing that you can't read because it's too far away.
now there's an easy way to deal with this, you two.
It's like a knight on a horse. The horse is charging. Might have a lance. Hard to say.
What is that?
If you want to, hey boy, bring that poster over here, will you?
That's one way of doing it. So much for not standing out.
The boy looks up at you from the street up to the second window, wherever the fuck you are. And he looks up and he goes, "It's the list, sir.
A
This,
list of what?
not a list, the list." Out of game. Lists. The lists are um, lists of champions that come to fight in tournaments.
Oh,
It's a-
you mean the list of champions?
yes, sir, tournament.
Oh, who's in it?
Don't know yet, sir. Still registering, I guess.
What do you reckon I go in a tournament, huh?
I was about to suggest that could give you the pretext to take care of family matters.
It could. Do I remember if my stepfather took part in it sometimes?
He does. He's quite good at it, in fact. Very good at it.
No.
One-time champion.
Ah. Mm. Okay. Then I'm going in.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So you are going to make your way and find out where when you go and have a look at the poster, there's a location where you can go and register and put your name. And your first tournament fight will be the following day at 11 bells.
okay. I'll have you know that I could lose this, you know. There are some pretty good people here that would give me a run for my money, even with my training.
Who do you register yourself as? Lankale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lankale. Yeah, I just go Lankale. I don't give them anything else.
Nothing else? Okay. They do ask.
Ariasis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ildruin.
Ariasis Eldrin.
Ildruin. Yep. So you
Yeah.
give them the full name.
Eldrin. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. That's going to stir some shit up.
Oh,
Okay. Very good. So you do that. And I don't know if these guys go with you for this little signing up trip.
Oh yeah, I go along. Swornel's not
yeah.
gonna miss this in case there's fireworks when he registers.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Nobody immediately recognizes this name. No, the guards who are taking the roster, they don't know who the fuck that is. So it doesn't make any difference at this point. But just you wait until you come onto the field and you get an announcement. Which I think it's pretty reasonable that Ren knows how this works. He's lived here. He's been a blackguard. He's familiar
Yeah.
with the culture. He's like at least 100 and something years old.
Yeah.
So he knows how this works. So you are well aware that at some point you're going to go marching onto the field dressed in armor. So hopefully you could just be using the illusion that you've got.
Yeah.
He could just have his visor down.
Right. Or you could just be the Black Knight.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, or the Green Knight, or whatever you want. And they will announce your name, and some people may drop dead.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know who exactly, but there's the suspicion that it's going to surprise a couple of people, and you know them well enough to know that they will probably not give away their shock and surprise, but you will be aware that it might be there, and you should keep an eye out for people suddenly needing to chatter about it,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. So there. In any case, it's another day and a half before your first tournament. So, what would you like to do? The rest of you. Hmm. Incidentally, did you, when you left the king, you guys, did you would have had to give some kind of, how can I find you address type of thing if I need to send a message to you? Well, you're new in town. Where are you staying? Kind of paperwork.
Yeah, well, we were just given like there's no point in lying,
So you,
especially since it's so easy to
so
find out.
right. So they know you're at the Grims's Folly. So that's not hard to
Mm.
find out. Okay, cool. Just checking. Very good, very good. In which case, at some point during the day after you've done whatever you're going to do, I'm assuming some perusing of markets, some visiting of, halflings doing their plays, and all of the usual touristy type stuff. And
Oh, and I actually went there with my sister once, and he basically gives them a tour.
right, that makes sense. Okay, so Ren's like recounting his fucking family stories and his
Would we have
life.
Elwyn with us?
Yes,
Okay.
Oh, good. Us ladies can go shopping.
yes,
Oh,
indeed you can.
that's the best place to go. My sister always loved to go in there.
Mm.
Yes, you'll get seen to.
This color would look so wonderful on you.
Mm. And and Sorrel's just kind of like browsing and perusing, and he's like looking for interesting things to take back,
Oi,
souvenirs and whatnot. What?
music that way.
I can't take music back with me, and besides, I'm better than them.
I know, but gee, give them a chance.
I gave them a. You mean the halflings? I gave them a chance. They were hilarious, but they got the stories totally wrong.
I know.
Even try correcting some of them.
They didn't want to listen. I should see what the story they're telling to. I should see what story they're telling this time.
You two are no fun.
I am
What do you
plenty
mean,
of
no
fun.
fun?
I tell you that you two are no fun. You should say yes. Absolutely, I agree. Okay, now,
I
What
don't
do you think you're
agree.
my
I don't
father?
agree.
my lady, best dressed places there. I know because my sister dragged me in there all the time under the pretense that she was having a vision. Mm. And if you want anything musical, oh great one, oh legend from beyond, it's all that way. But don't go down there. That's a bad part of town.
And
Sornel
where are
looks
the
like
best
immediately looks like he wants to
perfumeries?
go into the bad part of town.
So one thing that you'll notice, Saul, is that the bad part of town is like Vanegate's kind of medium part of town.
Eh. You call that the bad part of town? That's boring.
Like they're the fucking elves. They don't have a bad part of town. What they think they've got like one homeless guy in the whole city.
And we met him.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably a little
And
bit
the
worse than that, but still.
perfumery? Where is that?
Oh,
The
right.
what? The what?
The
Perfumery.
perfumery.
She wants to buy perfume.
Ah, and that. I hope you don't think. No, yes. Well, um, my sister dragged me to these places. Now, there's
Perception
one
check.
down there, one over there, and there's one over there. She didn't
Perception.
have a specific. place.
As you're speaking, Ren, you roll a natural 20 on a perception check. I'll see what the others get.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And Lissa, a million?
17.
That is woefully inadequate.
Yes, she's
For a
woefully
change.
distracted.
To be fair, you still notice because 17 is still a fucking good number, you know, but you're so used to getting 32s. So
Yeah.
you all notice at this point that there are some kids. They look like a mixture of middle class with a couple of rich kids mixed into them, this group. And they're following you guys a little bit down the street, like maybe about 100 feet. They're getting a little bit closer now, and they seem kind of excited.
I'm
What have
going to
you?
go see what that's about. Do you want to join me?
Why not? I follow
Of
Sawyer.
course.
Well, as you turn around, they get even more excited, and they come up to you, and one of them starts jumping up and down and says, "Can I see your sword, mister? Are you in the lists?"
I am.
Lauren saw you register.
Yes, Lauren's got sharp eyes.
Are you a great fighter, my lord?
Well, we have yet to see whether I am or not.
Where are you from? You're not from around here.
Oh, I'm from a faraway place from here. Um, it's called Dag. You may have heard of it.
Yeah, we've heard of Dag the guy. This kid has apparently this
No,
kid has a
no,
stutter.
no. Be calm. It's
Dag
Dag
the guy.
Dag Dag.
Da- da-
That's perfect. Wonderful. Excellent.
He looks at it.
Right.
I didn't even say it properly.
We knew
Now,
what you meant.
Do they have elves and
Dag.
Dag the guile?
Yes. Yes, they do have
By Coralon, you're
elves in
stupid.
Dag. And
How could they?
apparently, I don't know this for sure, but my friends would know. Apparently, they have a emperor.
They do have an emperor. I've met him.
You met the Emperor? The Emperor of
Yes.
Dag the Guile?
And the previous empress.
They're like, wow. I heard he was a cat, says one scholarly looking kid at the back.
He's more of a cat man. Apparently his race are called Tabashi.
I saw a picture of one once.
Oh?
History books.
That must be a very good history book.
I can show you. But, well, don't know if my mother would let you in.
Tell me, what part of town do you live in?
He points to one of the districts. It's a more upper class district,
Well,
sort of up on the rise.
do you know the name of the history book?
I couldn't remember the name of it. I'd have to dig it out.
Oh, well. I, I am mildly curious. Wouldn't mind getting a copy for Storm. But, well, so what's interesting today besides us?
Well, the great hunt's happening in about 2 hours, and everyone's assembling down at the Great Court, and he tells you about the various preparations that are going on for that, and people moving around, and people from out of town are arriving, and various merchants and caravans are turning up, and you can see that's happening around you too. You can see the activity has picked up a lot.
Hmm.
Interesting. Who do you think's going to be at the hunt? Are you going?
My mother says I'm not allowed to go. The others kind of seem a mixture of sad, jealous, and not jealous, like I guess they think that's funny. They're kids.
You do seem a little bit young. Some of those horses are quite large. You could easily get hurt.
He says, I might look young, but I'm probably older than her, he says, pointing at Lissa, who looks like a human.
And I am older than everyone here combined, at least in this lifetime.
What? What do you mean? Who are you? Where are you from? Are you an Eladrin? Look at his ears.
Yes, I'm an Eladrin.
Is it cold being an Eladrin?
What?
There's not just cold ones, you fool. They've got winter ones and summer ones.
My season is spring.
Oh.
And he's excellent at making music. Excellent.
And he's excellent at hitting things with his sword.
Oh. Can you play us something?
Does this seem like an appropriate place?
You're on the street. It's you know, it's a
why don't I step to one side? I don't want to block traffic.
yeah, it's a little bit Pied Piper, but you know, go on.
Yeah.
Performance.
Just one song. Only one song.
One song. Yeah, one song.
Make it lively, my friend. Make it lively.
One
27.
more song.
No, that was it.
Ah, but it was so good.
Yes, and unfortunately we have other places to be.
Oh, the pressures of being good. Isn't it terrible?
Where are you going? Are you going to the baths? Are you going shopping? What's that? What's this? Can I have this? What's that? What's that on your leg? What's this? What kind of clothes is that? Your bag's really interesting. What's this rune mean? Questions. Endless.
Children. Yeah, take this small bag of coins and go and get some ice cream. Over there.
One of the kids is like, yay, and starts running off, and one of the other girls is like, you're going to get in trouble taking coins from strangers. You're not allowed to do that.
But you're going to miss out on the ice cream if you stay here.
I'm going to make a persuasion check for you, Ren. The good news is you have +9. Okay, that's a 6 + 9. It's still a 15. I'm going to make a wisdom check for her to see how smart she is. Oh, she's not very smart. Okay, she takes your advice. She goes, oh, fine then. She goes and joins them, and all the kids bugger off, and they go and buy candy or whatever.
Well, I knew keeping those coins would help me out eventually. Let's get out of here before they decide to come back.
Good idea.
All right.
They did remind me of my childhood days in this place. Anyway, let's get going.
All right. So
You had a childhood.
Yes, most of it was full of training and teaching me how to kill people, but I had a childhood thanks to my sister.
Whose childhood was it that you
More
had?
her childhood than mine. I was the one that kept saying, no, we're not going to do that. And then 5 minutes later, I found myself in the place where I didn't want to be.
Well, where are you going now?
Well, how long did that take?
Oh,
We
hour.
should grab a bite to eat.
That sounds like a capital idea. Why don't we find somewhere good around here?
Yeah. Oh, there's a place over there.
Excellent. All right, so you guys go and get some food, and you spend the day just really mostly chilling out, I guess. There's no.
And it's a bit hard for Ben because there are some people he absolutely recognizes, but he can't say hello to them or anything in the way he'd like to say hello.
That's probably true. You do recognize various people around the place. Yeah. That would make sense. In fact, I can even suspect that some of the places you take these to are just so that you can spy on people that you know.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Fair enough. Okay, well, the day passes, and you hear rumors come back about the hunt and how it went. And apparently, the prince's nephew, um, I don't know, here's a name, broke his leg trying to take down a boar. Um, yeah, so there's not really anything particularly exciting. Things pretty much as usual. Um, you will notice that um, there is okay, so at some point during the daytime, you notice that there are a crowd of people outside of the great library, um, yelling and shouting protests. Um,
Wonder what they're protesting about. Let's get a better view. Listen.
so you head over there to have a look, and you can hear them. They're speaking in very high elven terms, and that they may even be using phrases and language that seem very archaic to you. Um, and they seem to be protesting something about the Arcani, which incidentally is a term for various, I want to say schools of magic, but they're also towers connected to towers around the Elven Kingdom. Um, So you've got these orders of magicians connected to the various Seldarine around the kingdom that are attached to specific towers. And
Hmm.
these people you're not close enough yet to really get the gist of what they're saying, but you hear the term Arcanai comes up, and they seem to be yelling at some uh, royal officials who had just come out of the library. We're kind of, if you've ever seen, when a public official comes out from somewhere and the press suddenly just jump on them, it's a bit like that.
Okay.
They seem to be scholars and merchants and nobles and things who are attacking them verbally. In any case, the people, the officials, kind of scoff at them, and they push through the crowd, and the crowd are yelling at them, and one or two of them even spit at them. Um, and these officials kind of just snub them and raise their noses and pull up their hoods and walk past them, briskly pushing past and then heading off in the direction of the palace.
Did I recognize any of them?
Sure. Um, yep. Some officials, some members of the Suprema, in fact. The Suprema is like the Supreme Council of the city and the Elven Kingdom. Um, Let me get you some names. You recognize one a Tolthe, a lady named Tolthe Arathani. Um,
Okay.
she seems to be probably the most, I want to say, penitent of the group. Um, then there is Intivar Elasadril is with her. And so those two are the ones that are coming out of the library that are being swamped. And they are members of the Highbrook Supreme Council, otherwise known as the Suprema. Um, you know that Intivar is commonly referred to as the Keeper of the East Gate, and Tolthe is known as the Chronicler of the High Houses.
I explained this to the others
All right.
quietly in a whisper.
Very good.
Hmm.
That
Interesting.
is not usual. Something strange is going on here.
The so-called protesters follow them up the steps up into the next street above, as most of the city kind of is on a hill. And so they kind of leave your immediate theater, if you like, disappear.
Is that out of character?
It's unusual, yeah. Very unusual. The people that were doing the yelling, as I say, they appear to be scholars and they must be attached to the library in some fashion. They could, in fact, you would probably guess they are noble scholars from different houses, who are probably researchers or historians or chroniclers or something like that.
Finn walks up to somebody and go, "Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Why do you treat these people so badly?"
So badly? What do you mean treat them badly? How they stamp their boots and wipe their filth on our books. How they silence our historians. Treat them badly. Whose side are you on?
I I've never known such things.
Where have you been? He looks you up and down. Oh, you're not from around here.
No, no, I'm not. But normally, surely people of such dress are treated well. What have they done?
No, you don't understand, my lord. You don't understand. Should I straighten this out for you?
Uh, yes, please.
He says, well, what I tell you may put you and I both in perilous danger. Let me explain to you how the official chronicler of our dear king hath come to our own libraries and chosen to strike names from our history books. The Erethani line collapsed overnight. Tolthair, Erethani herself, did this deed, renouncing her own family, her own line and lineage, as heretics and traitors.
But
Well,
do
the
you
king's
not?
claims of the Erethani's betrayal may or may not be true. We do not know yet. We have not seen the evidence. But even if it was true, it is not a means or a reason to which to strike an entire line of elves from our history books. Perhaps now you understand, sir. Good day.
Thank you. Thank you. And he walks back and he's like, "What the?
I heard the yelling.
No, they're striking their funny name from the record. That could never be done. The names of the families are how you can say, in our constitution. Our history must be preserved. It's part of our law."
That's certainly strange.
Definitely not good.
It seems things are accelerating.
Which seems so. I hope my presence is not the cause of that acceleration.
If it was, I am quite certain that they would have done something about it. It
That
doesn't seem like the current leadership is the type to hold back calmly and wait for an opportunity to strike.
I think you are correct on that, my friend. Mhm. Mm. Well, I'm assuming that the combat will start sooner or later. We should start heading that way, don't you think?
It's the next day is the combat at
Oh,
11.
Do
oh,
you mean the hunt, perhaps?
That's
uh,
happened.
that's happened. Sorry, it's my confusion. I'm disturbed by the whole thing that I'm hearing. Forgive
I
me.
I thought the hunt was a couple hours away.
The hunt, because I just described what happened at the hunt.
Oh, okay, that wasn't the hunt. Okay, sorry, I missed
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy in his leg got broken.
Unless you're
someone broke his
still,
leg.
yep, yep.
Okay, sorry, missed that part.
It's all right.
Okay, I have been deliberately looking out for my stepbrother.
Okay, all right. So
Um,
you know where that he hangs around, so
yeah,
uh, that's doable.
okay.
Let me get my bearings on that. Um, so you know what? I'm going to make an investigation check for you.
I just want to make sure he's safe, that's all.
Ooh, 19 plus 5, 24. All right. So you become aware of what your mother's location. You see her or your stepmother.
Yeah,
Alar, Alar, the eldest son, the wizard.
yeah,
So that's the one you're talking about, I assume.
yeah,
In fact, it has to be because the only other one is Ilvara, who is the favored daughter of
yeah.
Ilvara. Yeah, and then Goodale, but she's gone for now. Okay, so yeah, all right. So you see Alar Talandaran. This is late in the afternoon, and so curiously, he was a member of one of the Arcani.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and he's wandering through the street. He's talking to a servant as he walks. Um, they look like they're heading towards his residence in the High Elven district, the upper class district.
Okay. I get
These guys are still with you?
yeah, I get tears in my eyes when I look at him.
All right. He
You
kind
know.
of briskly walks past you, barely noticing you, in fact,
Yeah.
with his
Yeah.
with his but a servant that he's walking with. And they're kind of talking about you overhear something about some books.
Okay. So he's alive and well and everything's fine.
Seems to be, yeah.
That I can see. Okay. All right. That's all I need to do, you two. That was my stepbrother that just went that way. That's my stepmother, and I wonder where my stepfather is. Oh, of course. He'll be getting ready for tomorrow. Mm,
Hmm. That certainly seems likely.
All right.
yes.
Well, if you have nothing much else to do, we can fast forward. Um, it's up to you. What do you want to do? These guys don't seem too fussed. What about you, Barry?
I'm eager to do what they want to do.
Shall we cut to the tournament?
Yeah,
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
yeah.
reasonable.
All
Mhm.
right. So it's the following day. So there might have been some minor things that happened in that time. You had time for
Yeah.
dinner and, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But in any case, you make your way to the tournament grounds, and how are you dressed? Tell me about your morning.
Um, I definitely cleaned up. Definitely cleaned my armor.
Uh,
Um, definitely cleaned my weapons and sharpened them.
mhm.
I basically spent the morning getting ready for the event
All right.
and finding a place that I can practice in without interruption.
Seems reasonable. All right. So you do that.
And I'm trying to remember everything my stepfather taught me and all the tricks he used to do. that I've learned about over the years. Of course, since then I fought many battles and stuff like that. So there is stuff I realize that he doesn't know I can do
Okay.
in the way of fighting, I'm saying.
Right.
Not magical crap or any of that.
Fair enough.
Is it a straight up fight or is it a
Well, it's where it's going to start on horseback with a little bit of the old jousting,
yeah,
and then it will go into, someone's going to get knocked off a horse and somebody has to surrender or die.
yeah.
So,
So I know you do have to kill the person once you
well,
fight them.
you don't have to kill them if you can make them surrender.
Yeah,
And most people will surrender because they're not stupid. So, almost never does anybody actually get murdered, but it does happen from time to time.
yeah,
Um, you know, um, and sometimes a champion who knocks somebody down might hold them down and then look to the crowd for guidance, and then the crowd looks to the emperor or the king for guidance, and the king gives the old.
yeah. I got all that. Yeah. So that I just wanted to know what I'm aware of and what I'm not aware.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
All right.
So basically, I get ready.
Okay, so you're getting ready. What are the other two doing upon this morning as he gets ready for that?
You've been writing down the information that was given to me. I've been copying it.
Okay.
I think Sornel would go out and get a new outfit to watch the jousting in. Just something that matches the local fashion more.
Yep.
Basically, just more of a means of blending in non-magically, like not standing out as much.
Fair enough. Yep.
I saw the shopping yesterday that Lisa did.
Yeah, well, we basically probably had something like just made some adjustments and went to pick it up in the morning is what I'm suggesting.
Okay. Seems reasonable. Dun, 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 dun. Just setting
Is
up
your
my.
lovely lady joining you?
What is this bullshit?
I assume so.
Yep. Yep. She can be there. So I'm going to remove Tannel and Lissa from this encounter because they're not in the joust. That being said, if you want to take any actions, shall I leave you in the encounter just in case you decide to do something crazy?
I'm not planning on tipping my hand quite like that, but is it possible for me to talk to Ren shortly before he goes out
Yes.
onto the field?
Oh, yes,
Okay,
you
cool.
can, because I need somebody to help me with
Well,
this
he
bloody
has
arm.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's allowed to have a squire or three.
yeah.
So
We have a little
Uh,
tent of our own.
Basically,
You know
it's
that, yeah.
like Sornel will be like playing up, oh yes, I'm his resident bard, blah blah blah, and they're both Eladrin, so it kind of fits.
can you give
Um,
me a deception check?
does my actor feat apply to this?
Definitely.
What's that thing that the ladies do that they give the knights? Is it a
Oh,
scarf?
often,
Faber?
A favor
right?
that they
Not
did
that,
in
not that kind of favor
medieval
band.
times? No.
In 19, Russ.
Yes, I
19.
know. I am aware. I am a gentleman.
Listen ties that on his arm.
Okay. Okay, so you've got the favor of a dragon on your arm. Wow. Fancy.
And while Sornel is fucking around, shortly before Ren goes out, he's going to give him bardic inspiration. So that's for that lasts for 10 minutes, and he can add it to one ability check, one attack roll, or one saving throw within that 10 minutes. He can add it after it's been rolled, but before you've announced whether it passes or fails.
All right. I rolled your initiative, Ren. You got a 19. Lissa and Tannel, you might as well roll initiative just in case. Not anticipating you guys being in this, but
I'm
They
gonna
have not
eat anyway.
anticipated before, and
Eat.
something's happened.
So when the actual fight happens, where is Tanel and Lissa going to be then? Are they in the stands with the nobles and shit?
Probably not enough time for us to get to the stands. I imagine there's like a lower stands where the support crew can watch from.
Sure. All right. Okay then. Very good. All right, Ren. So first of all, when the time comes, the flag drops and you see your opponent at the far end of the field. This is your first opponent. This is one of the other knights. Let me see. His name is Eldorian Braduin. And he is sitting at the far end of the field, looking at you across along there's like a fence in the middle that
Yeah,
divides the two halves of the field. So he's got his lance there, and you've got your lance there, and you're on your horse, and presumably this is your horse too. This is like a
yeah.
summoned
This is
horse,
my
right?
horse, very
Okay.
summoned.
All right. So I'm going to give you advantage on a animal handling check.
Good luck, Obsidian.
Advantage roll.
My trust is with you.
Well, that's an 18. Excellent. Okay, so the flag drops and you go pounding down the list. And actually, before that, I was going to read you a description too.
Do read the prescription. I need all the help I can get, and
Yeah.
I probably will need a prescription as
Right.
well eventually.
Okay, so before all of this, there is an opening ceremony, which I forgot to mention. And you travel up to funnily enough, we're going to say it's the Ariasis Arena, which is carved into the mountain face behind the city, ringed with terraces. Each house's banner flutters in the sunlight. There is a royal procession as King Evran enters under a warded canopy surrounded by the Black Guard. Elandor rides beside him, his severe eyes fixed forwards. Lady Arena, your stepmother, and Ilvara Talandaran preside from the spectator galleries. Um, and a Caladris Thenariel, a bard, recites a poetic invocation honoring the age of blades. And this all goes on for some time. Much horns and cheering and clapping and blah, blah, blah. And finally, Evran stands up and does a big speech that begins with, "Today the steel of Tularathian sings again. May it cut through doubt and deceit. May loyalty shine sharper than the sword itself." Um, so, cutting back to the moment, you're charging down the list.
Okay, but I want to say when the bard does his thing, I
Hmm.
think, oh, Tennel could have done better. Yep.
Fair. All right, so here's the good news. You have initiative, Ren. So you are using a lance, but we can treat that as a spear or a javelin.
There
Um,
is actually a lance and object. There's a lance weapon.
there's a lance.
It's
Okay.
a yeah. So if you're mounted, it's a 1d10 one-handed weapon, so you can wield it with a shield.
All right. Let me just add a lance to your character sheet. Briefly. Oh, it's not working. Manage inventory. Add item. Come on, where's the thing? Here we go. Equipment. Lance. All right, actions. So you get +9 to hit with a lance. So you rolled a 19. So that slides off his shield. He hits you back in the same attack. His lance breaks as it snaps on your shield. The two of you pass each other and head back to your prospective handlers and squires,
Yep.
whereupon you're handed a new lance and you turn around and charge back down the list again. So we'll roll another attack roll for you. Second attack, oh, that's much more like it. 25. That hits. That does 6 points, theoretically, of piercing damage. Um, he is going to make a strength save to stay on his horse. You know what? What's your strength? Is +4. You knock him off his horse. Boof, he just goes flying off his saddle, lands in the mud on his ass, drops his lance. He stands up, stumbles around, and draws his sword. What are you doing, eh?
I swing off my horse, even though I know it gives me advantage to be on top of it, because I'm trying not to look like a black guy too much, because my stepfather knows my technique.
All right, so I'm going to make a deception check for you.
Yeah.
Deception +4.
I will remind Barry that he does have a bardic inspiration if he needs to use it if he's not happy with the roll.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Very good. Okay, so you duck underneath that. You get off the horse.
Yeah.
All right. And the other guy's on the other side of the fence anyway, so you'd have to jump the fence one way or the other or go under it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I assume you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you going to attack him with?
I'll attack him with my yes. Well, I'll attack him with what's left of my lance.
Okay. So you take the broken end of the lance and you're just going to bludgeon him with it.
Yeah.
All right. First attack is an 11. That misses. How many attacks do you get? 2 per
Two.
action. Second attack is a 23. That rings him like a bell. And you knock him flat back into the mud. At which point he kind of just raises a hand like, okay, I give up. And the crowd cheers. Quite a few people cheer. A lot of people are kind of upset because this guy, there were people that liked him. And nobody knows who you are, so you're like the stranger here. Are you wearing your helm down, by the way? Are you wearing the
Oh,
visor?
yes. Yes.
Okay,
And even though I've got the disguise, I'm being very blooming careful.
okay.
My stepfather's no idiot.
All right, so they drag him off the lists, and you can return back to your tent for a little while with your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. I go back to the tent. Oh, breath.
Great job.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, my crutch is never going to be the same. I'll tell you that right now. Ow.
You have a few more of those to go, I'm afraid.
Well, yeah. I'm trying not to be a blackguard. It's hard to do.
Old habits die hard, I know that well.
Then you'll know what I'm going through. Oh, by the way, I think you could have done a better job.
Of what?
That person doing that. The
Oh,
bard.
Announcement.
Yeah.
I'll let him do that. That's boring.
You hear the clash of wood and iron in the background as another round happens. Obviously, it's not you guys fighting, but other people continue to fight. And you notice a silhouette passing the side of the tent quite closely. It looks like a woman. Appears hunched. She comes around the front of the tent. Lords, ladies,
Yes.
I offer you this healing soup for the lists, for the warriors.
Insight check.
Yep, go on then.
Where is it? 29.
29. pretty fucking suspicious to you.
Ah, thank you. Why don't you just set that down? Our champion will have a look at that. We're just working
Oh,
on them.
forgive me, my lord. I must carry the soup to each of the champions. Um, I can pour you some now, my lord. She looks up at you, Ren. If you'd like some, she pours out a cup. Looks like
I've seen that sauna look before, which means don't drink that shit. Um,
smells pretty good. It's
it,
hot,
yeah.
steamy.
I find I do better with
Rough.
an empty stomach.
Oh, pity, pity. You
Oh,
sure?
yes, it smells excellent. Oh, no, I'd really love some, but
I
I'm,
do insist, my lord, it will
oh,
truly be the savior of your day.
I'm sure it will be. But I always get sick if I eat something, you see, before I do the tournament.
I'm gonna make a persuasion check for you as
That
well.
is why you see no food here,
Plus
per
nine.
se.
Plus nine.
And he's still got that bardic inspiration if he really wants it.
He rolled a
No,
20. He rolled 24.
I don't want to waste it on an old woman. No.
It only lasts 10 minutes, and I can give you more. I can do like 5 more per short rest.
Okay. No, no,
Wow.
if you know, he's
You're good
gonna
for
try.
now.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
All right. Well, you hear the horns blast again, and then another servant turns up, and it's like, "You'll be on in like 1 minute, my lord." Something to that effect.
Yes, yes, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So they drag you back out onto the field, and you're back on your horse, and um, I'm
You
just gonna.
two, is everything secure?
We'll
Doesn't
make
feel
sure.
right to my left. Can you check that out?
I just have a look at his armor again.
All right. All right. So he straightens you up. Very good. And the flag drops. You charge. So we're using the lance attack again as the second champion comes charging across the field to you. You roll a 27. You just flatten him. I'm not even gonna fucking go through this. So the first guy, you got off and you had to, fight him on the ground. The second guy, you just knocked him straight off the horse. He lands and gives up straight away. A little bit later, there's a third challenge where you get a flaccid 20, which is just enough to tip him off his horse. Um, and he will put up a fight. So he draws his weapon and you get off your horse and then you go into attack. So what are you using as a weapon on the ground?
Okay. I can we say that I had the intelligence to get myself another sword?
Yes, I think that's
Okay.
fair.
If you hadn't thought of it, Sornel would have.
Seeing
Yeah,
as you brought it up before the
yeah,
time became relevant.
yeah.
Excellent.
I got this sword, this other sword.
All right.
Sornel, no, Lissa.
So this will be a nice, fair, non-magical sword then, which
Yeah,
makes sense. It's
yeah.
Yes.
Look after my sword, will you?
Oh, yes, I will.
Wouldn't he just put it in his bag of holding?
probably.
Uh,
Oh,
well, yeah, I could. Yeah, okay, I'll put it in my bag holding.
I don't know.
It seems to. I get the feeling it likes Lissa, though. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it wants to go to Lissa.
fair.
I feel it.
Okay.
Okay,
All
all right.
right. So I'm going to equip this longsword that I've just added to your character. There it is. Excellent. Actions. All right. Longsword.
And that's what I was practicing with last night and this morning.
Fair enough. Okay. Your first attack misses. The longsword's second attack also just misses. He attacks you back. Um, mm, 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 what's your armor class? Is like 20 something. 24. Okay, he misses. How many attacks does he get? Whew, a couple. Second attack misses. Third attack actually hits you, Ren.
Okay.
Okay. So he does 12 points of damage. Woof. Oh, you need to have a long rest, my friend. Where's the long rest button?
Up the top, it's got a moon next to it.
Moon next to it. Is this under hit points?
No. So basically, above hit points and to the left.
Above hit points, current, heal, temp.
Okay,
Oh,
so
oh,
see
oh,
up,
wait,
up.
wait, wait. It wasn't scrolling. I see it now. Got it. Thank you. I don't know why it wasn't scrolling at the time. Okay, so that's done. Take 12 damage. Good. Okay, good. All right, Ren's turn. Attacking back with sword. Long sword. That's a miss. Second attack is a fucking big hit. 19 plus 9 is 28.
He could use Bardic Inspiration if he wanted to turn one of those misses into a hit. By the way,
Do you want to do that?
I will do that now.
adds a D8. Should be enough.
All right, well, to save time, that's more than enough to make him surrender. Very good. So you go back to your tent after several more fights, at which point you've taken a couple of hits, but nothing too serious. So you find yourself back in the tent with your friends.
I'm going to. So how private is this tent?
Medium. Medium. I mean, the inside of the tent's pretty private. There's like a 10 to 20 foot radius until you get to the next tent.
Okay, but basically, like, could I use Healing Light, which is not a spell, by the way, to like basically bring him up, top him up a bit?
You can do so with a deception check.
Okay, if there's, I'm not going to risk revealing it then.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get. Like, do I basically? It's like, is it how hard is it to hide?
Well, I think there might be a flash of light involved.
Okay, no, a flash of light would just raise questions, so I'll give it a miss. I can always heal him later if needed.
Fair enough. You'd probably have health potions.
Probably.
Yeah? Do you want to down a health potion, Barry?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Very good. Lissa, what are you up to while this is all going on?
I'm just watching what's
Very-
going on.
All right. Very good. Okay. Well, the time comes back around again to the next fight. Another champion. And I'm going to make a reset that.
Give him another bardic inspiration since he used the last one.
All right. Very good. I'm just going to roll auto initiatives to save everybody time. Okay, this time, Barry, the other guy, this champion, has one initiative, so he attacks you first as he charges down towards you. He hits you good and solid. Can you, well, not can you, because I'm going to roll for you. You are going to make a strength saving throw, which you fail.
Again, the bardic inspiration could be used on
Yep.
that if he wanted to.
All right.
So it's a
I'm
D8.
using that now.
All right, so
I'm using that
D8.
now.
Okay. Oh, it's still a fail. Okay, so you are knocked off the horse. He stops his horse, immediately leaps from his horse, draws his sword, drops his lance, and crosses the barrier towards you. You, no doubt, draw your long sword as well.
Yep.
Okay, so you get up as he approaches you. He attacks you with his sword. His first attack is an 18, which does not hit you. Second attack is a 13, which does not hit you. His third attack, however, is a 19, which almost hits you. Then it is Ren's turn. Ren is attacking back with his new fancy longsword. First attack misses. Second attack misses. Third attack wildly misses.
He only gets 2 attacks.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
think
get
it's
to
two
attack.
attack. Sorry about that. So the third attack does not wildly miss. It doesn't even leave your, yeah. Okay, so back to the other guy. He's gonna attack you. All right, he gets 3 attacks. 22 doesn't hit you, almost. 19 doesn't hit you. And a 21 doesn't hit you either. So Ren hits back. Longsword. Natural 20 for 29.
It's also because I've been watching the way he does it. I've been watching his technique.
Okay. That's 15. Yep. What were you going to say?
Good thing he's not using them.
I'm watching his technique.
What was Tannel going to say?
Good thing he's not using the Moonblade, because that's a Vorpal sword.
That's true. All right. So Ren, you've hit him a couple of times, done some damage to him. He's attacking you back for that. Misses with an 11. Misses with an 18. Misses with a 15. It's back to you. You're attacking with a longsword. Miss with a 16. 21 hits. Okay. That does 11 damage. All right. He attacks you back. Oh, did you finish your attacks?
Yeah, there was only 2. I only did 2.
All right. So he comes back at you again. Oof. He gets a big number and hits you. Good and solid. This is 11 damage. 11. Then he attacks you again. Missing you. Last attack. That hits as well. That does 5 damage. 5. Okay. All right. And then you come back at him one more time. It's getting very intense here. That's a 23. That's a most excellent blow for 10 points of damage. Your second attack is a 25 for another 14 damage. He gives up. All right, he surrenders. So you go back to your tent. So now you are aware that you have made your way up in the lists, and your next challenge is going to be Elandor. But you're down a few hit points at this point. You've lost like 25 hit points or something.
Okay.
But you're back in the tent.
I'll heal me.
All right. You've got paladin healing business.
Yeah.
He could use lay on hands.
Yep, I'm using it.
All right. So you touch yourself and you feel much better.
Yeah.
Inspired.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we'll bring you back up to full.
Well, actually, one thing I should mention, I kind of forgot about. He would have actually started with temporary hit points from my class feature.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
so you can give him back like 11 of those hit points.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okie dokie. Well, during the last fight, I'll get a perception check from Tannel and Lissa. 24. 17. Okay. Well, you know the lady that came around with the soup. So you see her go around and visit pretty much all the tents. And some of them she spends a little bit longer in than others. And the ones that she doesn't spend much time in, you notice tend to have something in common, which is they're all kind of bound together in their political point of view, in support of the king.
Uh-huh.
So when Ren returns back to
Fish.
the tent,
Fish.
right?
Yes, I returned back to the tent. What happened?
Well, these two have just worked this out, so that's what's happened.
Wow. Oh, this one's going to be the hardest of all.
I'm gonna fuss over him a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
Bit of fuss, making a bit of a fuss. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And I definitely pray to the
To the
the
Seldarine,
no, to the
Raven Queen.
Raven Queen. That's the one.
Mm.
Because I might be visiting her soon.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if you don't believe in her, she believes in you.
Yeah. No, I do believe in her because I met her, I think.
Right.
Yeah. And that
Okay.
scared the shit out of me. Okay, yes, he prays to her before he goes this time
Okay. All right.
to guide his sword.
Very good. So you are called yet again to the list, and you step out and you see your horse, and at this point, everything feels like it's in slow motion. Because as you hear the sounds of the horns blasting and you hear the announcement being cried out by the master of ceremonies, the name of the battle in itself, Lancael, what do we say? Ariasis Ildruin
Yeah,
versus Elandor Talandaran, Supreme Commander of the Black Guard. That's how they present it. And when you get up on your horse, you see him across the field in the most formidable black plate armor with his shield and his lance, looking back across at you, and you know this familiar figure, the gait of his step, every movement that he makes is familiar to you, and the weight of this moment causes the rain to open up
yeah,
across the field at
yeah,
that moment.
yeah.
And in the distance, there's a flash of lightning across the sky in the background somewhere. A couple of
Okay.
people are like, "Oh no, it's gonna rain!" Oh. Um,
But
and
no, it's a lot bigger to me.
right, so I just do the thing, restart this thing over here, make that work. Okay, gonna auto roll all of the initiative just to speed my life up. Okay, so the flag drops, the horn blasts, the horse's hooves pound.
So I know what he does as a combatant.
Hmm.
Does he use magic or is he honorable?
Um, he's mostly honorable.
Like, would he use something like Hunter's Mark on me?
He might if he thinks he can get away with it, but you are aware that it's very difficult to cast spells in this environment.
Okay. Okay.
Um, if he's going to do anything cheaty wise, it'll be like a magic item or something that he's got on his person or a ring or something underneath his armor that you can't even see.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. I will be prepared for that kind of thing.
right. Well, all right. So the first pass, he
Okay.
attacks first. He hits you for 26
Yeah.
on his first attack. So you're going to make a strength save. Which is not looking good. That's a 6.
Ouch.
So, boof, he immediately knocks you off your horse. Thud into the mud. The crowd cheers, and he raises his lance up and shakes it to the sky, and everyone's like, "Ah!" And there's a cheer rings out from the Black Guards as he circles around at the end of the list, and then he comes back down again slowly. And as he approaches you this time, he tosses his lance casually into the mud and climbs off his horse. He comes towards you. He says, "Are you still alive, sir? Are you ready?"
I am still alive, sir.
Ah! He charges you and starts swinging. First
I
attack.
I expected that.
22 to hit. Your AC is 24. He misses. Second attack, 27 That smashes you in the face for 11 hit points against you. Basically, your helmet stops it, but would have cut your face in half if it hadn't.
Yeah.
So take some hit points. Last attack is, oh my God, 26 again. He smashes you again. This does 12 points of damage. Okay. So your turn. Ren attacks with a longsword. 27. Yeah. Okay. And I'll do your second attack as well. Off. That is another 28. So two really good solid hits. This is nasty. So that's an 8 damage and a 13 damage, which is 21. Okay. Back to him. Great sword attack. Well, it's not great sword actually, but doesn't matter. 24 will hit. 20 misses. And a 19 misses. 14 damage. Okay, Ren. Longsword, plus 9. 24 hits. 18 misses, so 24 hits. So you do another 7 points of damage. Okay. It's getting nasty at this point. So he's going to try and do a thing, whereupon he's going to try and disarm you. That's his objective. So I'm going to make up some bullshit where he attacks you, and if he hits you, he gets to make an athletics check to disarm you. Do you agree?
Yes. Would I know the move he's going to try?
Yep. I mean, you don't know that he's going to try it. In any case, his first attack misses you. Second attack would hit
Hey.
you.
Okay. All right.
So this
Oh.
is where he makes a strength check against you. He rolls a 24.
Oh.
Your strength save is fail. Okay, he disarms you. Your sword goes into the mud. Thump. But you're in close range. You do have a dagger that you can pull out.
Okay. I do the dagger. I do a dagger move.
All
If he
right.
can do fancy moves, so can I.
Okay. So, why do I not have a dagger on your character sheet? That is ridiculous.
You just never added one.
Yeah, I can see that. Um, the question is, why didn't I add one?
You've just never needed one.
Right.
I'll do a. I'll do a. Is it muddy?
Yes.
I'm going to slide in the mud and get the sword. That'll
Ah,
solve your dagger problem.
all right. Hold the line. Just going to add a dagger
Because
anyway.
remember, it's an unusual armor I have.
Yep. 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 Okay. I'm going to give you two daggers because it's just how I roll. Um, okay. So you are going to try and slide to the sword then and ignore, so just using movement basically. That's your
Yeah,
objective.
yeah.
Okay. Um, all right. I'm going to give him a opportunity attack then.
Right.
Because that's what happens. Um, his opportunity attack misses you. Okay, so it's your. Oh, it's still his. Now it's his actual turn. He gets an attack. Miss. Hit 25.
Oh, shit.
Uh, that's 12 damage. 12. And then final attack is another hit. 8 and it's 10 damage. Okay, it's your turn. So you pick up the sword. That was your objective.
Yeah.
And you turn around and attack him back. Okay, longsword. Poof. Well, that's a natural 1.
Oh, for
He
fuck's sake.
shears your sword in half. He cuts the blade off. Just
Ouch.
cuts it in half. Catastrophic. The blade snaps and the top half goes shearing off. You're left standing there with this half a sword. You can still use it. It's just not very, well, you've seen Conan the Barbarian. You know what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'll use mine and endeavour to take his. If he can do that to me, I can do that to him.
Okay.
Because he taught me how to do it. And he's not going to, it's going to be a bit risky, I know, because he might figure out there's only one person that knows that move.
Well, you got a 25 and a 25 to hit both times. So, yeah. Um, he doesn't give you an opportunity to pull this round, but you do hit him for 17 damage. You're wearing him down. All right. So meanwhile, back in the on in the sidelines, you guys are sitting there watching this fight unfolding in front of you, which is pretty wicked and probably quite impressive, I suppose. Giving all the ducking and weaving and blades breaking and so on and so forthing. You can make a perception check, each of you.
22?
Yep.
14.
How am I beating you on perception checks all night?
I know, that's weird, isn't it?
You're just distracted.
You both notice this person coming up to to you, basically. He goes and you see them going around the lists, talking to various people, and then sort of walks across to you kind of casually. He has, he has a backpack that's made out of wood, and in it, he has some refreshments and things, and comes and delivers some further refreshments to the people around you and offers them to you as free booty, basically, for being part of the team, if you like, that's putting on this whole show today. I don't know if you're going to take anything. But he says, your boy's really good, isn't he? Look at that.
He is quite skilled.
Where's he from anyway? Nobody knows anything about him.
At a game, I feel like we would have discussed what his cover story is.
Okay.
Yeah, because people are bound to ask, aren't they?
Would you say, as I understand it, we're saying he's from the Far Lands?
Yeah.
He hails from the Far Lands originally.
Oh, he's really good. Oh, no! And that's when the blade breaks.
I told him to bring a better sword than that.
Oh, Elandor's going to toast him. Have you? He is also very, very good.
I can see that.
He's hacking at each other as they continue. Well, so you don't really know where he's from then, just the Far Lands. He's not a royal, is he? Anyone we should know about?
I'm not in a position where I can really talk about what I do know.
He looks at you. Oh, that's fair enough, I suppose. Good on you then. And he wanders on to the next group. I don't know if Lissa gets involved in any of that or if she stays out of it. She's just like, nope. Not touching that with a birch pole.
No, she's not. You touch it.
All right, so Ren, Elander attacks you.
Yeah.
24. I'll roll a lot of 24s on this dice. Oh my god, another 24. And a 16 that misses. Okay, so 2 of those hit. The first one does. He's hitting you a little harder now. That does 21 points of damage.
Okay, how much have I got left?
You're down to 84 out of 164. So you're
Okay.
it's at like close to half.
Okay, what I'm trying to do is wear him down.
Yep, well, it's
Does it
working.
look like it's doing anything like that?
You are, so far, he has worn you down more than you've worn him down. And you can tell that he's holding back a little bit. He's not holding back now, though. He has been.
Okay, then I'll go back to back guard fighting, I suppose.
So it's your attack.
Yeah.
Longsword?
Yep.
Well, he doesn't have
Mine's
one.
broken.
Broken longsword.
I'm gonna try and take his this time.
Yeah, so you want to try and pull a maneuver.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I rolled a 22 for you to hit roll with the longsword. So I'm going to say that gets you into a position where you can make a strength check against him to try and steal his sword. So your strength check is a 14, unless you've got anything you want to throw on that.
Were you doing that as strength or athletics?
Actually, I should
Athletics.
do it as athletics, shouldn't I? Yes, you're right.
Athletics, yeah.
That is true because you have a ridiculous athletics stat. 30.
30.
30.
Wow.
Okay, so the no question. All right. At that point, then you get inside his space. You turn your back to him as you put your hands on his sword and you twist it out of his grip. Poof! The sword comes
Yeah.
straight out of his grip. And then you push away from him, knocking him back a few feet. So he's like 5 feet away from you,
Yeah.
and now has no sword. It's his attack. And so he raises up his hands like this is some sort of unfair advantage. Like, what is this? And he calls out to his squire, "Squire!" And puts his hand out. The squire comes running across the field with his sword. Do you want to do anything?
I will. I will. Uh, is the squire gonna give him the sword or throw him the sword?
Oh, he's not throwing it. He's running to him.
Okay. I will use my athletics to get round him and take the sword off the squire.
Now,
Oh.
that's not going to play nicely. You know that, right?
I don't care. It's not going to play nicely. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill him. So I want to take the sword. I know. I'll leave the squire to give him the sword. That'd be the more honorable thing. So I do that.
All right. All right. So the squire hands him the sword and he casts the sheath aside into the mud. He just flicks the sheath off the blade.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Um, and then he comes at you, but it is your turn. So
I'll use my athletics because I wasn't using athletics before.
we're using athletics. Okay, so what, you're going to try and take the sword off him again? Same,
Yep,
a second
yep,
sword? You're just going
yeah,
to
because I
keep
really don't want
disarming
to.
him?
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I really don't.
You could just attack him non-lethally.
You
Yeah,
could.
I'm trying to kind of do that. You know,
Okay. Your next attempt to try and take the sword is not very successful with a 12. Um,
okay,
so to keep things moving, I'm going to go to his turn. He immediately attacks you back. 26, that will hit you. So you go to take the sword, but he slaps you with it.
yep,
And this does 9 plus 9, 18 points of damage.
okay,
So you are now at 66 out of 164. So that is, you're bloodied, technically. More than
okay,
bloodied. All right. Um, what do you do?
okay. I literally attack him with all my might, and
Using what?
I I use
You do have two daggers.
um I got the sword. I got his sword, remember?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yep.
What is his sword? Is it normal?
Just a normal longsword. Yeah, it's fancy, but it's nothing. It's not magical.
Okay.
It's it's an
I
it's approved by the tournament masters.
I attack him, but I really attack his um I just attack him.
Right. First attack was a 24, so that hits. Second attack misses. The one that hits does 13 points of damage. So whilst you... So he's gotten a second sword now, hasn't he? That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. It's his turn to attack you. His first attack is a miss. His second attack is a miss. His third attack is... Oh, well, you're going to laugh now because his third attack, he comes in to hit you, and this time he breaks his own sword. And we can say that this time you shear his blade off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so his blade snaps. And so that was 3 hits, did I say? No,
Yeah.
2. 2,
Yeah.
2 or 3.
You only get he.
Oh, you only get 2 anyway, right.
Yeah, I only
Yeah.
get 2.
So it was
Yeah.
2 hits. Okay, so you do. Better roll your actual damage, not his. Max damage 12. And close to max damage 11. So that is 23. 3. All right, now you guys look about as messed up as each other. And he comes back at you. His next attack misses. He's because you've sheared his blade, haven't you? So he drops
Yeah.
that sword. He pulls a dagger. Goes to hit you. 22 doesn't actually get through. 22 again doesn't get through, and a 12 doesn't get through. So back to Ren. Longsword. Ren rolls a 19, which misses because he's wearing plate. Then he rolls a 16, which misses. He's attacking you.
I think we're both getting tired.
His first attack misses. Yeah, you are. And you're in the mud in plate armor. His first 2 attacks with his daggers miss, but his final dagger attack hits you for 28. He gets you through the joints. Some particular painfully nasty spot.
Okay.
And he does 8 points of damage. Okay. Now it's Ren's turn. Sorry, guys, I'm taking up so much time with this one combat. First attack misses. Second attack hits. So that's a 28. 1d8 plus thing. 12 damage. Okay. You're looking pretty even, actually, at this point. Just kind of scary. So he's attacking you back. I'm just going to use your stats because it's the same. It's 19 that misses, and a natural 20 actually hits you for a crit.
Oh.
Ouch.
And that does 9 points of damage with a dagger. Is pretty good, huh? Okay, you are down to 49 hit points out of 164. But it is your turn. So you're going for the longsword. First attack is a 15 that misses. Second attack,
Oh.
16 misses.
Oh.
His attack, 21 misses. 12 misses. 26 hits. 7 damage. He's working you down. All right. People are calling out.
Lift the swords now.
Someone calls out that first blood has been had, and others are saying, crying out for it to keep going.
Okay, I'm going in for a go, and I'm doing a real. I'm gonna.
Oh wait, this is your turn. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a thing, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna bust him good.
So you've got some features and traits and things. I don't know if any of them are useful to you. You've got smites. I don't know if you want to use a smite though. It's a bit magic, cheaty. Vow of enmity, extra attack.
Oh yeah, he could have done Vow of Enmity this whole time.
Vow of enmity. As a bonus action, you can choose a creature within 10 feet of you. Advantage on the attack rolls. 1 minute. No. I think if you do that, he will do the same thing, so it will just cancel itself out.
Okay, fair.
Um,
Yeah, basically it's just like they're just kind of like
toe to toe.
pretty much it's like yeah,
I mean, we could almost throw in any other powers, but he will negate them with pretty much the same powers because he taught you. So we might as well just finish it.
yeah.
Okay, so he attacks you again with a miss, 16. He attacks you again with another miss, there's a 19, and a third attack hits you for a 28.
Oh, here we.
This does. How much damage does that do? 8 damage. To Ren, 8. Okay, and Ren, it's your attack. Now, Ren, did I give you inspiration before? Did you use it?
Have I got some?
Yeah.
I will use it at this point.
Okay. You want to use it after a failed attack, or you just want to just...
Yeah, after a failed attack.
Okay, so your first longsword attack hits for 27. Your second longsword attack hits for 25, so that's 2 good hits this turn. So damage does 8, and then it does 14, so it's 22. Take 22 from him. Okay, he's going for you.
The other thing I'm wondering about, because...
Oh, so you managed to knock one of his daggers while he's attacking you out of his hand, so you've disarmed one of his daggers, so he can't hit you with that. Which means he can't attack you any more times on this turn, which brings us back to you. You're attacking with your sword. 17 misses. 18 misses. Fucking hell. Back to him. Miss. Back to you. 26 hits. That didn't roll properly. I'm going to roll that again. That was very weird. Misses. Okay, so 1 hit. So there it is. 7 damage. 7. Okay. His attack. He only gets 1 attack now because he's only got 1 dagger. Oh, I suppose he gets attacked twice with it. 11 misses. 2 misses. Okay, back to you. Longsword. 28 hits. 21 hits. So that's 2 hits for you. That's doing 11 and then 14. So 25 damage. 25 damage. So this is lethal or non-lethal damage? Because you just took out his hit points. So,
non-lethal.
All right. So we can say then that you managed to get him in a situation where you force him to his knees and you put your tip of your blade on the back of his neck and you're standing over him ready to just stick that blade straight down through his body. He's dead. But you hold it there, and it's up to you what you want to do. Does he relent? I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw to see how stupid he is. No, he's not stupid. Okay, he raises his hands up. Enough! Who are you? And he stands up and turns around if you let him. But he has surrendered. He has technically surrendered.
Yeah. I'm not going to kill a man that surrendered.
The crowd goes wild. He stands up and he tears off his helmet and casts it down into the mud. Who are you? I demand to know.
No one important, my lord.
some members of the crowd start calling out, Land KL, Land KL, Land KL.
My name is Lankael, as you can hear from the people, my lord.
I'm going to make a deception check for you because you're talking, and he may be able to pick up your voice. So there's that. But you did roll a flaccid 20 for deception, and his
Insight?
insight. Yeah, thank you. His insight check is not high enough. So he looks quizzically at you, and he he just shakes his head. He's like, "Very well. You seem to have bested me this day, sir." He comes over to you and he offers you a handshake.
I am. Handshake back.
He grabs your wrist when you handshake him, like that sort of real power play bullshit, masculine, fucking toxic
Yeah,
crap.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
He holds you strongly there. And he sort of pulls you in a little closer so he can get a better look at you. But you got your helmet on, don't you? You
Yeah.
still got your visor down?
Yeah.
And even if he didn't, he's still got that thing to disguise his appearance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
In any case, he says, "There's something familiar about you. I don't know who you are, but I will get to the bottom of this." He lets go of your arm and he marches off back to his people. Lankael, Lankael, Lankael. So there are another 2 days of lists, and there's more championships to go because you haven't actually beaten the whole tournament or anything. You've just beaten a few people and Elandor during this initial day of, wheedling it down to the champions.
And I go back and do some real quick body healing because my God, I'm sore.
Yes, you are. You're down to 34 hit points, or out of 164. And yes. Okay, so you're going to pump all your paladin business into that. What do you get left for that? It's like 25 or more than that now.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
level 16, it's 5 times 16.
Yeah.
There's a marker on his sheet that tracks it.
Is there?
It's under features and traits.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably like 80 points at this level if he had all of them.
Wow.
So the reason I did that was purely, and I think I should do sometime, it was to make him look not as strong as he used to the king.
Right. You've shaken him to his core, realizing that some stranger has just almost beaten him, or did beat him technically in combat. I mean, it was close. It was really close.
Yeah. But if he, instead of killing him, I'm trying to slowly make it look like maybe he needs to retire. You know what I mean?
Ooh, mean. Okay. Well,
Me.
anyway, you head back into the tent where these two follow you back in, I suppose.
Yeah.
And at this point, there's a cry out, and they're like, "Okay, that's enough for today. We're going to put everything away, and everyone can go home. And there's going to be a feast over here, and there's going to be food over here, and there's going to be a ball over here, and blah blah blah." But in the meantime, you finished your combat, and you return to your friends. Action.
You two feel like you want to go to a ball? I'll get hurt. Oh.
Out of game, Barry's really muffled. I can barely make out what he's saying.
Yeah.
Do you two feel like you want to go to a ball? All I know is it hurts everywhere.
I could probably help with that somewhat if we had some privacy.
Okay, should we go back to the end? Because I think I've done all I can do. Ow.
Yes, let's go back to the inn. We'll have a rest, and I'll see what I can do to assist you with that.
All right.
As you're about to leave, another page boy turns up and says, "My lord, you can't leave yet. You must accept this bag.
Must I?
Yes, my lord.
Uh,
You've made it through the first day.
uh,
You will return tomorrow, will you not?
yes. Yes, I will return tomorrow.
This is your prize, my lord.
Thank you.
All of the knights who made it through today receive this.
Thank you. Thank
Of
you.
course.
Excellent. Uh,
All right.
Lisa,
Yes,
can you carry the bag, please?
yes, I got
Oh,
it.
So there is a winter mask ball. Wait, not winter, it's summer. There is a
yeah.
summer mask ball
Yeah.
hosted by Lady Ilivara Talandaran at the Hall of Falling Stars. Curiously enough, which is going to be a masked ball. Um, yeah,
I feel like they wouldn't do a winter masked ball even in winter, given the current political climate.
right. Yeah. So it's a summer masked ball.
Hmm.
And apparently tomorrow is going to be the Feast of Dawn, hosted by none other than Arena Hadari Talandaran. Funnily enough, the Talandarans are busy today. And there is yet a third activity that's occurring shortly tomorrow as well. The Vigil of the Penumbra, conducted by Tarcellus Temple Daughters of Twilight, are also doing a big ritual publicly, all at different times, so that you can go to all three of these things if you want to. So yes, that's what you have learned.
Okay. When I'm healed,
Mm-hmm.
I dress in something better, and I get the guys to help me take off the armor because, ouch. And then I
Right.
say, well, are we going to any of these things that the Talandaran organizing? I can tell you from experience, mostly boring,
Perception check.
most, no,
Still in the tent at this point, deciding.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I yeah. Ren, would we be having this discussion if we're still in the tent? Like,
no, no. If we're still in Tandy wouldn't bring it up.
14 for Lissa. What the hell, Lissa? What the
It's
hell?
just
I just
not my
25
night.
Channel.
Not.
Weird.
yeah. Zornal's just really onto it tonight
Okay,
somehow.
okay. Where is
Barry got an
Lissa?
Barry got an
Where is
18.
Lissa? And what have you done to her?
18 for perception for Barry. Was it a 17 for Saul?
25.
25, right. And this goes like a 14 or 13 or something. Okay. In any case, some of you, more or less, realize that there is a large contingent of people who have just marched up outside the outside of your tent.
It seems we have an audience, Lancale.
Ah, great. Could you answer the flap?
That's the flap.
Very well. I will go and see to them.
You open the flap, Sornel, Tannel, whatever your name is today, and you see that there are a group of nobles among them and black guards. In fact, a phalanx of black guards. Amongst them is King Everan. And he steps forward amongst them, sort of pushing them aside. He's got his crown on, and it's raining, and it's dark and dingy.
I would, if it's King Evran, I would, give him a formal full court bow.
I've come to meet the man that bested my champion.
Out of game, remind me, what's the proper term for addressing him?
Oh, Your Eminence.
Of course, Your Eminence. He is currently being extracted from his armor after his fight with your champion. Please allow us to make him presentable, if you would.
Rain runs down Everan's cheek, and he looks up at the weather for a second. He looks back at you, and he says, I will wait.
Of course. Would you like to wait somewhere more comfortable, and I could bring him to you at your convenience?
he looks across at his next closest soldier, and he shrugs and he says, "I will return to the stalls.
I
Meet us
will.
there."
I shall bring him to you promptly, Your Eminence.
They turn and head off.
Look, tell whoever it is, go away and mind your own business. I'm not signing ready stuff today. Just tell him, go away. That's all I want. Yep. That's
Will
better.
you hold still? I can't get it off with you moving so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stop wriggling,
well,
Barry.
okay, all right. I'm being as still as I can be. All right. Just, Lisa, that
Yes.
is not my strap you're touching. Lisa, no,
Okay, okay.
no, I have no complaints, but that definitely wasn't my strap. It's a bit more to the left.
Thanos making wisdom saves for some reason. I can't think why.
At
Yes,
least you didn't roll in that one.
Mm.
So basically, yeah. So Tannel sees off the entourage
Mhm.
and returns inside the tent.
Mm.
so did you
Okay.
tell him to go away?
King Ivran wants to speak with you. I told him that you would be along shortly. I know you're not happy about that, but tough luck.
You have a way of getting to the point.
Okay. Tent flap is down, so I'm guessing we've probably got a certain amount of privacy.
Yeah.
I'm going to healing light for 66 for which gives Ren, let's see, 20 points of healing.
Sorry, you said 66. I was like, 66? What?
Yeah, 6d6s.
D6. Yeah.
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 I
I'm
thought,
Darth.
gee, that's good. I'm really
No, it's 20 points. And okay, that was my bonus action, and fuck it. Hang on, where is it?
No. So you're
And
at
then with my
54.
action, I am going to do a 5th level cure wounds
Whoa, you've got
for
good
another
friends.
26.
You're lucky to have
Well,
such good friends.
Well, basically, I'm burning resources to make him more presentable, so it looks like he wasn't as badly injured in the fight as he was.
Right, cunning.
That's basically
How's he
this is.
looking?
He's at 82 out of 164.
I can do a cure wounds on him too.
So he's
Yeah.
technically on the edge of bloodied at the moment. Bloodied is it 180? Yeah, 160.
Yeah, I was bloodied.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
another
Okay.
26.
I like the way that was
Yeah.
done, by the way. I'd just like to say that out again.
You like the way what?
I like the way that was done because it would have ended up that way. It would have been that close.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna give him the rest of my healing light dice, which comes to another 25.
25. Okay.
And the thing is, as much as I'd love to bring him back up to full, it's not
wouldn't-
going to look plausible if he's not injured enough.
Right. I
Mhm.
mean, and to be fair, healing him doesn't make the blood come out of his clothes.
Hmm.
You know. So a little bit. I mean, you can make a performance check if you want now, Barry, to see how you do it pretending to be smashed. Well, I don't know whether you want to look that way. It's up to you, really.
Okay. I think he's
could
though. I think
do it
even
in a
when you
moment.
get healed, you still got bits of pain in sore muscles and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, you're
So
not
he's not.
you're not fully healed anyway. You're still down by 30 hit points out of 160. So
Yeah. He won't be dancing tonight anytime soon.
right.
Okay. All right.
You're
So
still in pain. All right, so you're gonna head off to the stalls.
yes, you don't keep the king waiting.
All right, so the three of you are going, or just you?
No, I'm taking my friends because without them, I wouldn't have survived at all.
Right, fair.
Yeah.
So as you are approaching the stalls, you see that King Evran is just sitting on the stalls, like this is like the steps where the average peasant normally would sit, and he's just taken up that whole area, and his people are surrounding him, and he's just sitting on one of the stalls there, one of the steps. These big stairs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like halfway up, maybe 3 or 4 steps up. He's not all the way up. He's not too far above you. But as you approach, he looks up at you. Well done. Who is the man that bested my champion, Ilandor?
Did he call him that, or did he call him?
Ilandor is the name of Ren's
Yeah.
dad.
Okay, yeah.
And
And as he says that, you see Ilandor standing over in the corner, looking a little bit sad. Just quietly standing over there in the shadows under the eaves. But he's asked you a question.
as you say, Lord, that is my name. And I go down on one knee as one should to a king.
I think you're confused out of game because he said Ilandor. That's not your name. That's your
I
father's
mean,
name.
yeah.
He's asking who you are.
Yeah.
So the correct answer would be Lankael, I would assume.
My name is Lankael, my king.
A curious name. I've wondered since I heard it earlier today where I'd heard it before. It took me some time to realize it's been a good 100 years since that name has come up. But I can only assume you are not the Lankael Ariasis Ildruin, because he's dead.
I am one of his descendants, named after him, my king.
Curious, I was not aware he had children.
As I said, my king, one of his descendants. Not necessarily. I am from the same family line.
Perhaps you would reveal yourself to me. At this point, are you still wearing your helmet or not? I was assuming that you are, but then again, you did get Thingo to take off all of your armor and stuff. So
I have taken off my helmet. And,
would make sense.
he can see who I am.
Okay. You do not appear familiar to me. I do not know your line. He leans forward and looks at you kind of inquisitively and
obviously I descend from his line, my king.
And you are not from Tularathion. I hear you. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say that because he's already established that you're one of the children. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have come from the far lands, from Imdralan, for this day. A long journey for such a fleeting exercise.
Well, everybody must take a journey of destiny. And I hoped this journey of destiny that I am would lead me to learn great things and meet great people.
Well, welcome to Tularathion. If it is your desire, I would have you and your companions stay with the palace, dine with us.
That would be my honor. I hardly feel worthy of it, my king.
Well, it is a shame you were not present for the hunt today. It was a most glamorous affair. Alas.
I felt that I must prepare myself for the event to come.
I see. Well, now that I have met the man who bested my champion, he looks across at Elandor again. I thank you, and I shall hope to see you again at the lists upon the morrow, if not at the feast tonight. And he stands up. Good day, sir.
Good day, my king. And he leaves once he's told to. Yeah.
As you're leaving, it's that sort of dark 5 o'clock kind of mood that you get outdoors on a rainy day at the end of the
Yeah.
day. It's sort of like
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
starting to get dark, and the rain is kind of falling and it's muddy, and you go back to your tent and grab your stuff and head off, and get back to your tavern, I suppose.
I make sure, I say to the others, let's make sure we don't get followed to the end.
I am quite certain they already know where we are staying. Their information network is not that poor.
True enough, my friend. I'm just feeling jumpy. Excuse me.
Of course.
Ren,
Okay.
from this point on, you will be aware of being shadowed by Blackguard assets. They're not actually guards, they're assets that work for Blackguards.
Okay.
And so you know that you're being watched, you know that you're being followed, and you can even tell where they are and what they're doing because you used to teach them this shit. You used to do this stuff
Yeah.
yourself. So you know. So you're aware that you're under surveillance.
Okay.
The good news is that they seem to be following the low grade level of surveillance,
Yeah.
which means sending people to watch you. Because if you demanded any further attention, they might start sending fucking wizards to watch you, and that's a lot less fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, does anyone have anything they would like to do?
Not something I want to do, but just something I would think would be fitting saying we did.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to stop at the baths on the way back so you can soak your muscles?
You know, I always knew you had more than one talent. Lissa, would you like to stop at the baths and rest your muscles?
She didn't get the shit beaten out of her.
By her
No.
stepfather.
No,
No?
no.
No. Oh, well.
Would you like to go and visit your friend at the tea house?
Yes. I think
Well-
that would be a good idea.
Well, you two don't know what you're missing. I've been to this place many times, and
Oh, I'll go to the baths with you.
Yeah.
We'll just. I'm quite certain we can hire a carriage or something to make sure that Lissa arrives safely.
So, Lissa, you're going to the tea house. They're going to the baths. We should probably end there.
yeah,
Inconveniently, knowing that I have to put the three of you back in the same room again by the beginning of the next session.
Well, we just basically just say that this is something that happened. We meet back at the tavern.
All right.
yeah,
All right. So you
Yeah.
did that, and you go back to the tavern. Stay
Yeah.
the night at the tavern. Next session can be the next day.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. I know that was a little bit Barry centric tonight for the old dealing with his dad business, but
Thank you for your patience.
it was a long time coming, and it had to happen.
Yeah.
So,
And I nearly got not coming. Yeah,
and they did help you. Besides, I mean, it's not like Tannel and Melissa didn't do anything. They did actually.
oh,
make a
yeah.
lot of difference. Hmm. Yep. Breaking blades left, right, and center. That was pretty intense, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Good fight.
I actually thought I was going to lose, actually.
I was a bit worried that you were going to lose too, to be honest. I was looking at my dice rolls, I was looking at your hit points, I was looking at his hit points, and going, these guys are fucking close, man. Either of you could have just gotten lucky,
Yeah,
and it would have been all over. Like, because you started off with you in the lead, and then
Yeah.
he straight away got back to where you were at, and got you down to the same level. And it was sort of like he would lose some, and then you'd lose some, and he'd lose some, and you'd lose some. It was like
Yeah.
very even. And I'm going, oh fuck.
Oh, I was too. I thought, oh my God.
Yeah,
You know. But it makes sense because he's the older, more experienced one.
it's true. And he
He
didn't.
trained me to do what I can do.
Yeah,
And I think it was only because, and this made it make more sense, all the adventures I had had before without him have taught me other things.
hmm
And
yeah,
that's the only reason I won, I think.
it feels reasonable.
It's those things that he didn't know.
It was a hell of a reckoning.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds strange, but I think I've got a bigger respect for him.
That makes sense. I can
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let us shut down the session then, ladies and gentlemen. We shall stop recording. So,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and goodbye.